Oh my. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh dear. Hello, dear viewers. I decided to do a bit of a surprise stream today because I was bored and I have nothing to do. What the hell? What in the goddamn? You see, we are trying to do a Squadron 42 at home type deal, you know, appreciate the game, try to play the game, but we're trying to do the QV station, yet it's already fucked. And hello, mouse. Good day to you, dearest mouse of the house. Just thought I would stream a bit today in order to try and get to know how the hell you do this sort of thing, you know? How doth a man stream? How do you do it, you know? Just trying to get some action, you know? I've been living in the Star Citizen universe like a goddamn madman for the past couple of days, writing hundreds upon hundreds of words about Squadron 42, and I'm trying to play Star Citizen, and it's kind of disheartening in a way to like look back and see how it's been over the years, and then you come back and it's still kind of mid. It could be better. I mean, it is improving steadily. Any day now, gentlemen. Any day. You know, I came across some wonderful information today as I was writing the script for the documentary. And it was the wonderful new news that Squadron 42 is coming out in 2018. Yeah, just found that out. I didn't know beforehand that 2018 was actually one of the targeted release dates. Or maybe I just forgot about it. That was an interesting thing to come across. So, yeah. Let's see if we can get to the fucking QV. I just paid, you know, I might be a almost billionaire or halfway-ish there. But I still don't like to have my money wasted. Hello? Shield system offline. I wonder if this is going to be a feature in Squadron, you know, when you're trying to quantum travel anywhere with Mark Hamill, and then it just breaks, and you just have to sit there with him for a couple of hours until the Stanton can come pick you up. Because that's my feeling right now. Yeah, we'll have to get there somehow. Oh yes, dear viewers, I'm of course joined today by my good friend Ivan, who is he is my Chewbacca. He is non-verbal. Any day now. I really don't want to have to abandon that one. I only have 487,264,800 rupees left. I don't want to waste any more. With 4.7.2, I thought that would, you know, add a little bit more to the concept of stability, but it doesn't seem very stable right now, does it? More missions, though. Come on. If the manifestation that I'm currently doing in my head is going to work properly, then at any moment now we will be able to travel to the QV station by approaching it from a slightly different angle via the Pyro Gateway. I am, of course, making this up as I go along, but alas, if we, through the power of friendship and the will to stay alive, we can probably figure this out. Yeah, that's an abandoned contract, Ivan. That's a yikes. Shubin is a scam. Fuck Shubin. Never gonna use Shubin again. Fuck. Sharing another mission. Oh wow, would you look at that? This one works, I think.
Sending you the location of the QV breaker station now. It's gonna definitely take some steps to get the site operational again, but if you put in the effort, I think it'll be worth your time.
Oh no, we have to we have to do the whole thing again.
Don't worry about any competition showing up.
Any competition, bruv? There is no competition in Space South Africa, mate. Are you ready for this, Ivan? We're gonna go in and we're gonna do the mission. We're gonna play Squadron 42 at home, alright? We're gonna make it up as we go along. I'm glad to hear it. Share again? See what kind of a... Alright, let's see what kind of drugs we got here. No substances of a legal nature. Life support offline. That would explain a couple of things. Hello, dear viewer. I'm going to go and play Squadron 42 at home, and you are most welcome to join me. Through my sheer hubris, I'm going to manifest it with my friend here, Mr. Ivan. Any day now. Any day now. Oh God. Are you bringing a railgun to a knife fight? Goddamn. Oh shit. I completely forgot that we had a bit of a bender last night. I stole some half-drunken glasses of booze. I know. It's one of my favorite pastimes in this game is to go into bars and steal drinks from people. See if we can put this down. Oh. It's ta-da! It's whoa. It's gone. Oh my god, no, wait, you can actually drink the Dude, this is a stolen beer. I stole this from Levski last night from some NPC that was drinking out of this. Hell yeah, dude. Day old stale beer. Now that's what I'm talking about. I hope that in Squadron 42 we will be able to walk around and steal beer and stuff from random people, and then we can get told off by Mark Hamill for stealing, and then we get like a reprimand to put in the brig, and then we die. It's great. Like, that is player freedom right there. Like, if we were actually able to piss him off to that extent. What the hell are you doing? I'm an alcoholic, sir. Ever since Vega 2, I can't help myself. What the hell did I just drink? Come on. Can't a man have a proper pint, you know, out in space? Just want a fucking pint, don't I? Now that's what I'm talking. No. I'm decorated. Oh my god, iPhone, we're almost here. Battle stations. Alright, Alfred, I'm gonna slam us right into that asteroid. Oh wow. We were 666 kilometers away. That's a bit of a yikes. Oh shit! That was actually not intentional. I did not see those. I did not see those rocks. Cue though. We'll be right back. What the fuck? Are you serious? Like, why would you quantum out right in, like that? Those rocks, I thought they were further away. They were like 200 meters in front of us or some shit. Oh my god. Yup. That is rest in pepperonis. Oh no. I was bringing the Cutlass Red, so if we died, we had somewhere to respawn at. But it turns out that, you know, if you blow yourself up in the Cutlass Red, then you can't respawn anyway. Oh, what a life. Oh my god. Now we gotta do all this again? Holy crap. Lothar. Okay, I'm still pretty terrible with these new space stations, so I'm not entirely sure where to go. So I'm just kind of going off a vibe. Yeah, see, vibes work, people. If you don't know where you're going, just trust your gut. Or your nose if you're Gandalf.
Welcome to the
See what we got.
retrieval system.
Don't look at the amount of ships I have. Do not look at this. Do not look. Would you believe that these are all bought in game? Please believe that they're all bought in game, because they are bought all in game, right?
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle
The
has been
Cutlass
selected.
Blue. A ship that should be entirely modular, but for some reason CIG went, no. We're not going to give you that yet. Alright, let's do this again. makes sense. Well, that's it? That's all that it's attached to? Sure, it works, I suppose. I've never really looked at it, but you know, check it on the wall with a little fucking object. No model anything. I mean, I kind of appreciate it. It saves time. It saves time. And they do like to waste their time. And as always, Pedro Camacho, or Pedro Macedo Camacho, always delivers with the music. Yes, Thunderbird, another day, another double dog, and another slamming into an asteroid. Or meteorite in that case, I believe it's called. Because I am blind. Where is Ivan? Oh my god. It's like, what do you do with these? It's like, this is the point of streaming that I never really understood. Like, how do you fill the silences in between when you travel? Because I have never really, like, watched any Star Citizen streamers when they stream. I've watched, like, Salty Mike Reacts, I've watched some of the cool clips that Burks does, but I've never actually seen what they do when they, like, quantum travel like this. Do they just sit down and look at their audience and go, hello, dear viewer, how are you doing? Because, damn, I don't have FOIP enabled today, do I? No, I do not. Oh. That is a shame. I could have terrified all of you with my mouth movements. Oh, the sound broke. Now they're just adding more to the goddamn loneliness I feel stranded in space. When are we going to get to use these coffins to put Darth Maul in? I don't know. Maybe this will be the things we use to transport the civilians during the strike group mission. We find them in these, and that's how they get around the whole passenger gameplay instead of you know, bringing in the pathfinding that they have been working on for years and years. They just chuck them in these, and we have to go and collect them from those. I have a little kitty cat that demands attention. Ivan, I'm inbound towards the QV station at Mark Fuck You. Yes. I think my cat wants some attention right now. I don't know if it can be heard on stream, but she likes to meow. I guess you could call her my co-pilot. She loves to jump up on my... she's basically the thing that makes sure that I always rebind my backspace key. Because she jumps up right on my keyboard and she always puts her paws right on the backspace button, and she has probably killed me about 3 times by doing that over the years. And I'm thinking she's trying to do it again right now. Now, hello, Crowbar. Good day to you. The unannounced streams are the funniest streams. Because then you have to make it up as you go along. I swear though, if I die again, creaky chair, while trying to get to this station, I would say that it would be kind of funny. If it weren't so sad. I'm just gonna be right back 1 second. My cat wants some food, and by God is she going to get it. Fat kitty. 'Cause, 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 Kitty has been fed. Mission success. Did not slip and die. Only now do I sort of realize that when I did this quantum jump, I didn't double check that I could actually make it to somewhere after I'm done. But I can probably reach these stations. One day, and I do mean one day, in 2 years, I will add a kitty camera so that I can have a little place where the cats can sit and I can record them. But that is not this day. Alright, let's try and do this again and not die. Ah, yes. That looks clear enough. I hope. Oh, you know what, Herring? You're so smart. Just go fucking full speed ahead, you know? Don't even look where you're going. Oh, God. That made it worse. Holy crap. Last I was home, I spent an evening at Rappel wearing the legendary armor, acting like an oblivious NPC until a player comes up trying to sneak me. Ah, so you were ambushing unsuspecting players? In my Christian Minecraft server? Thunderbird. We don't do that here. We'd never conduct any sort of piracy, right? I mean, technically, though, it would be considered self-defense, so legally speaking, you're in the right. Can you believe I almost did it again? Because I almost killed myself again. Oh my god. Let's see what we got here. After I'm gonna loot your corpse, I'm gonna touch your dead body, and I'm gonna take all your stuff. Roger. Indeed. Firefly in the sky. There we go. Ooh, Christ, Roberto, give us Squadron. Ooh, I'll buy the battle cruiser on trend 10 credit cards if you do. Ooh. Yes, that is what we must do. Yes, I will try to do the thing and get the thing. Yes, I will try to get all the stuff. I'm sorry, I forget that I'm a fool. See what we got here. Oh, that is smart, Thunderbird. It is quite fun to like not do anything to like provoke any sort of attack from people, and then they attack you, so you have every right to defend yourself. Like I did a couple of days ago when somebody just randomly rocked up on me, just started shooting without even taking a look at who I was or what I was doing. And somehow, even though I did not fire the first shot, I still came out on top. Because the herring always comes out on top. Oh, this is still broken? You're goddamn right it is! Right, Ivan, I'm chucking your things into the ship. Oh my god, 30 Scourge railgun magazines? Holy shit, dude. And if you are wondering as to the meows, that is how Ivan primarily communicates. It's not an AI, it's just Ivan. That's how he communicates. He's non-verbal. I think. I hope. I can't believe I nearly killed myself again. Did you guys know, by the way, that Xylo had apparently played through every single chapter of Squadron 42, and that it was like coming in 2020, and it didn't come out in 2020. It was amazing. But he played through all the missions, guys. That is the next thing I actually need to research. I just remember that. There are so many little tidbits as I try to produce this work of mine in regards to Squadron 42, where you find stuff, like I'm finding stuff, especially from Around the Verse, that I was previously not aware were things that were happening in the background, because Around the Verse is an incredibly in-depth show, sometimes, in terms of Star Citizens and Squadron 42's development, but it is also, at times, unbearably cringe. Like, it gets really bad. And I'm watching all of that and curating it for you. I am suffering irreparable damage to my brain parts. Wow, wow, more viewers and chatters. Yes, Ivan. Oh. Oh, thank God it's Ivan. I'll be going in and clearing it out. Alright, so this is basically Squadron 42 at home. As you can see here, like, if this is the level of detail we can expect in Squadron, then I think it's going to be a pretty good looking game. And then, of course, it's going to run as smoothly as Star Citizen does at Arena Commander. See, that's how damaged my brain is now. I'm thinking about Wing Commander. A game I've never played. I heard his dad is Chris Roberts, and that's why he'll ban you if ever you make fun of him. That is actually true, yes. My dad is Chris Roberts. It is confirmed. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm an industry plant. I'm just going to bring up so I can see the chat a bit better. And there it is. But yes, my dad is Christ Roberts. I am the son of God. I wish I could tell you people how funny that is. But maybe one day. You know, I do plan on going to one CitizenCon, either if they have one in Frankfurt or Manchester. I'm probably not going to go to one in America, but I would love to get the chance to meet Chris Roberts, especially since of this type of content that I make about Star Citizen, alongside the memes I've done, the jokes I've made at Chris Roberts' expense, and also just to see if he'll actually take a look at my documentary that I've got that's upcoming. Because that would be hilarious. He'll be like, okay, get this man out of here. Get him out. Get him out. Like, Jared's probably going to come and tackle me down to the ground. Sandy Garden is going to hang me. You know, it's going to be great. But all for content. All for you. Oh, shit. Right after. Right after we're going up. I don't think you're ready for this. Like, I'm always surprised at how good this elevator looks. Like, oh, it looks so good. Like, the lighting, the textures. Like, look at that. It looks awesome. Love it. Oh, jeez. Alright. Shit, we don't have a max lift. Damn. Because you can do a pretty funny thing if you have a max lift at this point, if you didn't know. You can actually... Oh. I have to get down! Oh, wait, grenade. They missed. You can actually reach that one down there, the battery, if you have a max lift. And I don't think it's actually an exploit. Oh shit. Oh no, not again, not again, not again. That's not a bug, that's a feature. Are you serious? The time to kill on some of these NPCs can either be incredibly quick or incredibly slow. Maybe it's because I have dev aim, maybe it's because I'm bad, maybe because I'm too good. Let's see if the sound broke again. We'll do like that. No, I can't let the viewers know that I'm a loot whore. Or goblin, in this regard. Because I do love me some loot. This, for some reason, just opening up cabins like this reminds me of the Metro series and Stalker. And I just keep expecting to find some doctor's sausage in there. Oh. Beer. Oh, I'll take it anyway. Beer. Jesus Christ. Is he dead? Are you dead? Oh. No, that is pod racing. Yeah, I would love some Doctor's sausage in Star Citizen. That's my next big thing I want. Because they added those the tins with the food in them. So my first thought was that they were going to do something like they do in Stalker 2, where you take a knife and then you pick out the little piece of meat and then you eat it. That's what I thought they were going to do, but they didn't do that. They went for the more normal route instead of the disgusting one. Very big disappointment. Die, Kerr. Alright. I love it when the you get hit. Oh shit, grenade. Wait, when you get hit and you can't really tell because of the desync. You just kind of get hit and you take damage, but you don't actually get any sort of response. Like, you don't really hear anything like boom, or like a bullet hit or connected. Eh. Rip out a AAA battery. Dun, 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 dun. I'm actually so curious as to see like how Squadron 42 will handle, like just with the new flight model that they're gonna bring in alongside the new refurbishments to like FPS levels, and like just how the game will feel like. 'Cause Star Citizen's FPS is not really the best, I would say. I mean, it's like passable or decent, but just the sheer fact that it handles the way it does, I kind of hope they've polished this up a bit more, because it does feel pretty jank. Yeah, best we got is drinking wood varnish out of rusty spray can and wash down fried space slug out at... I can't read. I'm going to read it properly, sorry. Yeah, best we got is drinking wood varnish out of a rusty spray can to wash down fried space slugs out at Obituary. Yes. I kind of like that aesthetic, though. It's quite wonderful. And I hope Squadron 42 doesn't have an ending to see you in the next episode. I think that's going to be exactly what's going to be that's probably exactly what's going to happen, and that's why we're all so scared of that. Because it's going to be like, damn, that's so cool. Anyway, you guys, next episode is coming out in God knows when. Because, like, that is one of the biggest sticking points. Because if Squadron 42 comes out in 2026, then what? Yes, what? What would that mean for Star Citizen's development? Are they just going to continue developing Squadron 42? Or are they going to focus more resources on finishing up Star Citizen to get it to 1.0? So it's like, if they leave a far too of an open ending, that's going to... Oh, shit. That's going to frustrate fans. But if they don't work more on fixing Star Citizen, that's also going to frustrate fans. Stop! Stop! The jank saved me. Nope, it didn't. What is happening right now? What just happened? Anyway, moving on. Yes, but they have put themselves, because of the delays of Squadron 42 and the problems of Star Citizen, they have put themselves in quite an unenviable position where they have to either finish Squadron first, or then finish the first Squadron and then double down on Star Citizen to fix that for 1.0. I don't envy their position. What is that? Oh. Ooh! Ooh! Well, well, well. I found myself a pristine Tavaran service marker. I don't know if that's good or bad. Is that good? Very good. We like hearing that. Oh my. Any ammunition for a poor pauper? No. Very well done. Oh, god damn it. Did I bring a cambio? No, I did not. Well, thankfully, they made it eat. No, they didn't do that. Oh. I thought that was going to be a container with one. And I've walked past several. But in my hubris, I did not grab it. I am a fool. Guess I'll be exploring then. Cambio, come out to play. Oh god. Is this one of those wonderful moments you get when you watch someone else play a game and they're like, there, right there in the chest behind you that you were just at! There's one right there! And I just couldn't see it. And I had one anyway. Look at him go. Run. Come out, you little worms. I should probably grab that. I don't have one. Thinking ahead, like a good herring should. You know what? I haven't used this gun in a while, so might as well give it a go. It reminds me a lot about Halo weapons, like all the Tavaran guns, or Tavaran-derived guns. Like, this reminds me of the, a little bit at least, not a whole lot, but the, it's kind of like an upside-down marksman's rifle, the Covenant marksman rifle, I forgot what it's called. The purple one. Whatever that is. Oh my god. Oh wait. Come on. Hell yeah. Nothing of value. That's what I like to see. Now, this is something you normally won't ever catch me doing, which is mining. Because I usually mind my own business. Yes! My frozen cum shots has finally been unleashed into the world. Dun, dun. Wait, ooh. Oh hell yeah, I almost forgot about this one. But nothing escapes the herring. Come on. The AO3 has been my replacement for the P8. I do like the little whistle it makes after each shot, though. I do like that little whistle it makes after each shot. Okay, that's right. Yes, I agree. The P8 feels very strange to shoot. I like the design of the P8. I very much like the way it looks in Squadron 42 with the fully automatic version and all that stuff. But the way that it handles like the semi-autoness, the animation or something just does not fit what happens when you pull the trigger. It just does not compute. The rhythm, I suppose it is, just feels incorrect. Like, it really does feel like somebody just put an artificial limiter on it or something like that. It wants to go faster, they just don't let it. You know, the first time I did this mission, one of these capacitors phased through the floor. It was a great time, I did not get angry. Oh jeez. I just want my goddamn fully automatic P8 AR in the game. You know, why can't we do illegal modifications yet? Like, That was like one of the main things that I looked forward to when it came to crafting, was the ability to like customize our weapons a little bit more. Like the fully automatic R97 that they put on display during, I think, oh, when was this? This must have been in 2024, I believe, when they showed it off with the bearded guy running through the corridor with an R97 going full tilt. Like, that is precisely what I want to be able to do. I want to, you know, even if you only have like a 15-round magazine, I think that it would be awesome to just get the alternative to just go full auto in the building. Just one more battery. That's all we need. They forcefully limited the speed of a semi-automatic trigger pull, so that should be a bullet fired. Wait, I can't read. They forcefully limited the speed of a semi-automatic trigger pull, so what should be a one-to-one bullet fired to mouse click doesn't work and feels blatantly wrong. That is pretty much exactly it. Like the rhythm, the whole animation taking place, and then the artificial stopper. Ugh. It feels disgusting to handle. I like the kick, I like the damage, I just hate the way it feels. It's disgusting. It needs to be put back in the kitchen and cooked a little bit longer. Tactical. Tactical Harry. Is that a grenade? It was not. Probably turn up the sound a little bit more. There we go. Where am I going? Oh, there we go. It's gorgeous and everything about it is nice. It's nice. It's just the natural CIG tinker stinker taxes on it. Yep. They really messed it up. And then they're going to wait months and months and months in order to give us the tools required to make it not shit. CIG. Yeah, I burnt a lot of time and effort finding it way back. My poor space FAL, what sorcery they cursed it with. Yes. I mean, I guess calling it a... Oh my god. Calling it a space FAL is probably the closest thing to it. Or like a space G3. Die. That was painfully close. Action, that's what we like to see. Watch as Herring nearly kills himself by trying to read comments and play the game. Usually I only do one thing at a time, so actually having to respond and then shoot is very interesting. Quite new to that experience. No. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. No. No soliciting. Go away. Ooh, 360. Come on, give me the cool shit. Give me the cool shit. Defiance Desert. That's pretty cool. No. Just join that. Oh, hell yeah, smoothies. We got what we came for. Tactical smoothies acquired. Also, Ivan, we might as well just collect the Satyrix. We don't need to actually fire the laser today. Or we could just fire it for shits and giggles, of course, but I think that it would be far better if we just go here and loot, shoot everything up, power things up, have a nice proper shootout, go home, richer for it. I'm not entirely sure if I like these, like, this might be a pet peeve or whatever, but I have if I remember correctly, I feel like the The ice textures in Metro Exodus look better in the prologue, if I remember correctly, but I'm not sure though. It's just a minor detail, but I mean, it still looks great, but it looked better in Metro Exodus, if memory serves right, that is. You know, I loved playing Star Citizen for years, but they didn't really nail the way I like ice to look, and therefore 0 out of 10. What if Chris Roberts has an evil conjoined twin named Roberts Chris, and he's the mastermind behind it all? I mean, you're probably not too far off from the truth, because that's like the evil nagging thing in the nagging voice in the back of his mind that tells him to keep going with all this stuff. Like, he has had the idea for Star Citizen since the early 90s, or probably even before that, since he saw Star Wars, I believe, even, so in the 70s. He's wanted to experience a game where you could like do all the stuff that he wants to put in Star Citizen. So maybe the conjoined twin was Chris Roberts all along, or a split personality, even. Speaking of wonk weapon vibes, I low-key hate how Levski gets all the kit-bashed weapons and ships and not Submarine and Pyro. Yeah, that is something that I took note of when they started to... Like, the Space AK was always something that I thought that they would introduce with Pyro. And I don't think the Pulverizer fits with the aesthetic of Levski. Like, I think that they could, of course, make weapons similar that are, like, kind of kit-bashed, but... I think that they should be making weapons that are simpler in design, kind of like an Uzi or something like that, or a Sten gun, but not like a mashed together amalgamation of two separate weapons like the Space AK. And the Pulverizer also appears to be a bearing weapon that is put together with another one. Like, just Pyro in general is like, it's probably a subject that I would like to just recheck, because I did one of my first videos was about Pyro, like what happened to Pyro, but I would like to actually go into a deep dive into that, because there's so much more stuff that I probably could have talked about and brought up that they have just completely forgotten about adding in. Like the Pyro faction system is a big one, and then you also have the sun was supposed to cause you quite a bit of anguish if you didn't shut off your shields and such. Like, I remember the Pyro playtest when like when I was outside and I was caught by an explosion, or not an explosion, but the sun going a bit haywire. Then the solar flare caused my ship to burn out, and it also gave me a tier 3 head injury, I believe. And that was like cool. It gave actual consequences for me not being inside and not being prepared for that to happen. And the fact that they still haven't added that, and they are proudly screaming and shouting about Nyx when Stanton is not finished, Pyro is not finished, and then you also have to think about how Terra is still not finished. Terra's not even in the game. But then Castra is not even in the game. And then Nyx isn't ready, and then they're going to have to add Terra, is what I mean to say, and they're going to have to add Castra. And how are they supposed to finish all these systems? I mean, they're not going to be able to finish all these systems. Someone get this man a soapbox and a spot outside CIG and preach. Hey, this is my soapbox. Welcome to outside of CIG headquarters. I'll be your guide. Like, I've been... Oh, shit. No. Please don't. Because they move on from a system way too quickly, and when Chris Roberts said last year, like, you'll be getting Nyx next month, I did not take that as a good thing, because they haven't finished Pyro. They still aren't going to finish Pyro for a long, long time, and they're not going to finish Nyx or Stanton, or, well, make them more finished in any case. Oh, did I just break that? They're just going to move on, make Castra now, probably quite soon, to get that done, if they want to get out 1.0 before 2030, perhaps, you know? And then they also have to make Terra, which is humanity's second capital. And I have no idea how they're going to pull that off in any sort of reasonable time frame that is not 10 years. am I doing with my life? Oh my god. I was preaching too hard. Yeah, the sun causing a stalker-esque blowout at random sun, like a fun occasional map hazard during PvP, where everyone just stops and waits to save their electronics or outright run en masse. Yeah, it was super interesting to have that as a mechanic, and it is one of those problems that CIG keeps finding themselves having to face, and it's player risk. They seem to be afraid of adding too much risk, because the game takes so long to get people together and to be able to do all these kinds of things that we want to do. So they are terrified of wasting our time when they should not be afraid of wasting our time, because risk adds the fun. It's just that maybe they should reduce the time it takes to get to the spaceport, instead of, you know, worrying about, oh no, he's gonna die. The risk of death adds fun. But no, we are gonna have to remove it, because otherwise people on Spectrum are gonna get mad, and we can't have that, can we? Oh! Oh. Like, also, I love the fact that you bring up Stalker again. Like, the Stalker, like, the emissions from Stalker is just an amazing mechanic that they could do so much with. It adds more to the whole thing of, like, you go to Pyro, not because it's safe, but there's a lot of valuable stuff there that is worth the risk. Oh, fuck. And it's worth the reward as a consequence. Like the whole risk and reward thing. Hello. Are you serious? So that's, I think that's medium or heavy armor, and that took nearly 40 rounds. Nerf. If I do seem rather rambly, it's because, you know, I fill my mind every day now for the past couple of days with Squadron 42 and Star Citizen stuff, so my mind is kind of hyperactive, you know, trying to do all this research for the big video and all that stuff, so it's gonna be interesting, you know, when I have to let this project go. Or maybe I'll just never stop. Who knows? Alright. Oh. Okay. Huh. Damn it, Chris, you did it again, you son of a bitch. My sleep paralysis demon is Chris Roberts. He stands over my bed every night and looks dead into my eyes. And he says, okay. Let's go get some drinks. I just wanted to add that it's a surprising amount of times I'm actually keeping a tab. Haha. Funnily enough, because he very much, during public speaking, Chris Roberts likes to bring up the fact that people can buy him drinks, or that you can go and get some drinks with him later. So I think Chris Roberts is a bit of a party boy. Yeah, the quality of life of being able to claim ships from your Moby glass directly would be an immense quality of life thing, alongside being able to spawn a ground vehicle already inside of the ship instead of having to get them up separately. Yeah, Chris Roberts keeps whispering into my ear, that's this dynamic server machining is coming. It's just around the corner. We just have one more minor technical hurdle in the way. We have to make it first. Oh my god. Like in, I think it was 2016 or 2017. I forget almost immediately now, but it's written down in the script for the Squadron video. Chris Roberts states that Squadron 42 is almost ready. All that they need to do, like the most major technical hurdle left before it's feature complete, was just subsumption. was the last one that they were talking about. So they already had like the procedural planet tech in the game and that kind of stuff. So the last thing was to just get the AI working, apparently, or at least that's what he claimed. And you know how that went. Yes, the sweet nothings, Tinkins. The awful sweet nothings. No, and I see you've become a member. Thank you very much, Tinkins, for oh, shit. Thank you for becoming a member. I'm gonna try not to kill myself in celebration. It is appreciated. The funds raised will go towards funding my obsession with Squadron 42 and making the documentary. You have just funded another man's madness. And that's what I like to hear. Oh, I'm in danger. You know, intelligence dictates. What is happening? Ivan, I'm in trouble. What is happening right now? Oh, I'm dead. Oh! Yeah, I'm up by that. I got so distracted by the budget of my documentary being heightened that I died out of sheer excitement. How embarrassing. This is the worst thing that could have happened. Yeah. It's full now, innit? Christopher sent, yeah. You achieved too much progress too fast. Christopher sent the Terminators. Yes, he did. But it's alright. Ivan's going to save me and everything's going to be alright. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Oh dear. As you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, I am a YouTuber, and I can't play the game, because we don't actually play the game. Ivan, you're not dead, are you? Okay, good. Oh. Save me! I can only get so many interesting angles. Here's a crotch shot for the family at home. Shit. There's not a lot of interesting angles I can get from here.
Attention. Engineering report to Operations Center for full system restoration.
Let's see. Oh. There he is, the bastard that killed me. That was very strange. I have never been able to, like, revive myself as I was in a fight with somebody else. That's a interesting little thing. Dead stream. How embarrassing, hmm? God, you did. Hello, Forrester. As you can see, I am dead, and this is the height of entertainment. Good heavens. Have I really become this bad at the game?
Attention. Engineering report to Operations Center.
I'm probably wrong as to why, but I've had moments I've stood back up from in-cap while dosing orange and purple med pens every 15 minutes. I've never heard of that, but maybe one day you could do a study as to see if that actually works. Yep. Thank God! My savior! Clutch, Ivan, clutch! Clutch, Ivan! Yes, he clutched! Thank God. Right in the kisser. Thank you so much. The real desync was The real friends is the desync we experienced along the way. Yeah. Thank you, iPhone. Let's get out. Let's get out of here, Stalker. Why am I zoomed in? That's very strange. Okay, there we go. I'm experiencing bugs I've never seen before, live on air.
System restoration.
Come on. Alright. I'm just gonna run up to the clinic and heal myself. I don't like having tear injuries. Don't kill the nurse. My God. We can rebuild me. We have the technology. I wonder how death is going to be handled in Squadron. If we're just going to wake up on a medbed, or if we're just going to die and stay dead. Because I do believe regen tech only comes online like 2 years, if I remember correctly. Astro Historian yelled at me for getting that wrong on one of my early videos. So I suppose it's like 2 years after the Battle of Vega, if I'm correct. Something like that. I think it's quicker if we fly. You'd have to buy a new copy once you die, of course. Oh my God, you're... Maybe that's the best way for them to skirt around the aftermarket $15 copies to get rid of them as quickly as possible. They just make it so we have to buy those. Like, for a new life, you have to buy a new $60 game. That is actually kind of terrifying. I'm going to have to delete this VOD or video, whatever the hell you call it, after this stream is done, so that CIG doesn't see it, because that might be the new way they decide to monetize. I don't know where operations are, so I'm just gonna fly around and pretend I didn't muck this about. Is that it? Aha! For immersion's sake. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Glad. Thank you also for becoming a member. Good heavens. The budget just keeps expanding. Or Squadron 42 documentary. Yes, very good. Yes, don't give them any ideas, because they need no more ideas. Because after the things that I've seen every CitizenCon with the monetization that they brought upon, like the most recent controversy that I just found out about that I wasn't aware of because I wasn't really paying too much attention at the time due to school, in 2018, was that CIG, for some fantastically genius reason, decided to make CitizenCon of 2018 a pay-per-view. So only the first hour or two, the keynote speech by Chris Roberts, would be free to watch, and then the entire rest of CitizenCon would, would have to be pay-per-view. So that was a massive, unforced error by CIG to try and monetize one of the most important events of the year for like the entire community. And that's something that I just found out about as a consequence of me doing research for the Squadron video. I swear I'm not a CIG sleeper agent. Yeah, you know. We are all feds here, just so you know. We just work for different departments. Let's see if I can repull. Well, like I said, yeah, it was astonishing, really, that they thought it would be a good idea to monetize the stream. And, of course, concierge members could watch it for free. Subscribers could watch it for free, quote-unquote. And, what was it? Ticket holders could also watch the stream for free. And, it like... 2018, I think, is the start of when they've really started to get rather scummy when it came to the monetization practices. Because 2018's CitizenCon is kind of ridiculously difficult to find where it is. Like, I have not been able to find an officially released version of CitizenCon in 2018. Like, if anybody knows where I could watch CitizenCon 2018, I'd be more than happy to do it. Because the only ones that I've been able to find is like Failure to Report, and he basically did a live stream of it, and what was it? He uploaded the whole like stream VOD, so there's like chat in the way, and he's like talking over it every now and again, so it's kind of not good to watch. I mean, it probably was good to watch back in the day when he was streaming it, but now it's not very good if you're making a documentary or trying to. Hey man, all that Botox for Sandy is not cheap. Alleged Botox. I'm still trying to, you know, get a good enough relationship with CIG so that they'll give me a couple of free ships so that I can give out to my community. But after that, it's business as usual. Ah, a medal found and it's warm. I'm in the funding department. Hell yeah! You're in my funding department. And I haven't really announced that yet, but every single person that's a YouTube member or like donates on Ko-Fi or whatever, like I'm just writing all your names down and I'm gonna add you in the credits after the documentary's done, so that everyone gets like included as a producer. There's nothing alleged about that. I'm gonna say alleged because I haven't personally seen it. Lady hasn't moved her face in years. Hey man, I don't know. I just watched the documentary Binky ATX made on her. I don't know. Like she, you know, the whole thing about her stalking Chris Roberts' ex-wife and then getting a police report filed against her and a restraining order, that definitely did not happen. Allegedly. But, you know, of course, CIG will probably look at all my videos that I've posted and understand that I'm kind of on the fence with them and realize that I'm kind of a wild card, so they're not gonna give me any stuff. I mean, if they burnt Tarada from their member program or their affiliate program, then what are they gonna do to me? Paralyze the facial features, or paralyze the facial muscles, paralyze the soul. That is one way of putting it. I mean, I would personally like to see in my sheer hubris at this point, like, how would Jared react to the Degen crisis or some shit like that? Like, how would he react? Would he roll his eyes and see me as another salty Mike? Would he roll his eyes and see me as another shell or a detractor? I don't know. Yeah. Like, the fact that Tarada got burnt after Tarada is, like, one of the people that Chris Roberts has gushed over for years for basically providing them free marketing material for Star Citizen is nuts. I don't know very much about his situation of how, like, the harassment or anything like that, because I don't speak French. And I'm not going to sit for an hour and listen to French. So, sorry. I'm just going to read the synopsis whenever one of those are posted. But if he is not safe, they are going to burn me. Can y'all fire this yet? No. Ow. Oh shit. Why do I keep putting myself in these F-word positions? Oh no. This is why you bring an iPhone with you, to make up the shortfall for my incompetence. With smarmy sarcasm and tongue-in-cheek insults like he always does. I stand on the fact that Jared hates dogs. Only someone who hates dog could be out of touch with reality. Wait, you got a source for that? I need a source for that. I'm not saying it because I don't necessarily trust you on it, but I'm always looking to have, you know, information in my back pocket that I can use in the sequel. My God. What have you found, boy? Nothing. Let's get out of here. Skedaddle. Alright, I guess we're taking both. So this whole section of the... Why did I go in the uncinematic part? I'm a fool. But this on rails just adds to the whole thing of how all these new missions in Star Citizen are just more theme park rides. Because this is actually just kind of a scenic theme park ride. Like, strap in and observe. Wow. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. And the first time I played this, I could not believe this was Star Citizen. But you know, when you look at it through the lens of this is Star Citizen and just look at it as a normal game, it's like, wow. Theme park ride. Alas, that is a personal bias. Sorry, boss. I just feel like if he had anything in his life that gave him love, he wouldn't be such a cunnatary all the time. Those are some heavy allegations. Those are some heavy allegations indeed. Like, I've spoken to several people that have spoken to Jared, and they all seem to confirm that he's a pretty nice guy. So, like, I guess you have to kind of separate the artist from the art. Because, like, of course, Jared is a very public-facing, forward-facing guy, and he's the community manager, and he has to talk to everyone and calm the community down. And in a community like this, that is not a position that I would personally envy very much. Like, he has to walk on eggshells a lot and be firm in other parts. Like, of course, he has messed up like anyone or anyone can do. So I'm actually going to defer to my friends and basically say, trust me, bro, that Jared is probably a pretty solid, nice guy when you, like, take him out for a beer. Which I have several friends that have done that. So, you know. The sequel will be years 26 to 36. Yes, that is going to be the second development history of Squadron 42 is going to be from those years. But I will reiterate, like, I'm always for hating on CIG when they deserve it, but I will also defend them when I feel like it's fair to do so. Like, we have to always take a step back and remember that these are also people, and people make mistakes, regardless of how fun it is to mess with Jared when he does fuck up. Hello? I'm gonna show you guys something cool if you didn't know. That's a conscious decision. Oh, I can't pronounce that word. I'm retarded. To be a twat when he's on camera. I mean, yes, sometimes I agree that he has a tendency to be a bit too sarcastic for his own good, and he should probably walk that back. Like, of course, I think I refer to this in the documentary at some point, because there are certain occasions where he really talks down to the community that in a way that I find to be kind of unacceptable. But sometimes he's great and fun and likes to laugh, but then sometimes he has a bad day. Then, you know, bad things happen to us. Because the tuna casserole wasn't right that day, and he comes home and he wants to beat us. Remember that what Baldwin said, you can't go before God and say Christopher told me to do it even though I'm a nice guy. I suppose you are right, you know. But, you know, maybe the ends justify the means. And also, this is the cool thing, the cool skinned S71 can be found in this room here that you can get into by moving this box. It's sick. But I do believe there is time for dear old Jared to redeem himself to the community once Squad. Everything, every single thing, guys, is gonna work out the second that Squadron 42 releases. Everything is gonna be fine. All our problems are just gonna disappear. We're gonna forget about all this whole, like, 10 years of delayed blah blah bullshit. You know, it's not gonna matter anymore. Because we're gonna move past that. And then the next week we're going to get angry because where is Chapter 2? Or maybe, this is so schizo right now, man. Maybe, what if CIG decides to release Squadron 42 Chapter 2 at the same time as Chapter 1? Boom. I agree with you, though separating the man from the ball is the correct course of action. Jared has just been talking about out the side of his face for a long time. Yes, I can agree with that. And it's kind of interesting to see how they have reduced the amount of time that he's done, like, Star Citizen Lives and Inside Star Citizens. Because, like, they have 200 episodes of Around the Verse, and you have Wingmans hanging behind that. It's also one of the topics of the documentary, because I'm one of those guys now. But they went through a lot of they went through a long process of iterating on the whole. Oh, for fuck's sake! Ah! I'm trying to talk here. They went through a long process of iterating to come up with, like, the whole Inside Star Citizen shtick, and then they kind of stopped. And I feel like the lack of communication now, because when Around the Verse was getting stale and shit, they stopped with that and they made Inside Star Citizen. So now, instead of doing the same thing and refocusing again and making a new, better show, they are instead, for some reason, not giving us anything. Like, do recall that, and now I'm yapping again, well, but do recall that back in the day, well, still now, Inside Star Citizen and Around the Verse and Star Citizen Live are all supposed to be funded by subscriber money. And as far as I'm aware, all subscriber money remains about the same, or has probably increased significantly over the years. So why is it that for some reason that they don't do them anymore? Because the lack of information, the lack of, like, being in the know in this project is kind of concerning. That they just seem to kind of ignore us. And that is the worst thing you can do to your enemy or your community, is to ignore them. Oh. What just happened? And it's gone. Nice. Chris Roberts is watching my stream and he's sabotaging it. Ivan, did you grab the card here? Because I tried to grab it now and it just went... Shit. It's gone. Did you grab the card of the corpse down here, the red guy? Shit. We're fucked. Oh wait, there it is. It's concerning that they acknowledge the lack of communication was a problem and increased communication, then immediately slid back into the same hole later. Yeah, it is odd. They kind of overcorrect. They communicate a bit too much, perhaps, and then they shit the bed, and then they scale back. What is it? What is it, boy? What are you doing? I was betrayed. Do you recall they gave us Wingman's weight every week? I didn't know they did that. Like, I only kind of skimmed through them. And, oh. I'm getting the shit kicked out of me. Like, Wingman... no, Ivan, we are not going to exploit. No, Ivan, man, Ivan, don't, we don't exploit. We do not exploit. Especially not on stream, you naughty fucking boy. We play fair, we play square. We do not exploit. Ayabaya.
Access granted.
If any CIG staff member is observing this here, well, I do not condone any form of exploitation. I'm not responsible for the actions of my wingman. I am wholly separate as an entity. The Hurston helmet. 2 of those, even. But I have skimmed through Wingman's hangar quite a bit, like, because there's no way I'm watching all that stuff, because a lot of the the presentation is interesting sometimes, and it's kind of shit at other times. But there's a very nice kind of heart and soul to it, and it's very innocent, so I appreciate that. You can't open the door if you glitch into it. How do you know that, Forrester? How do you know that? Allegedly. Ivan, I'm gonna... Oh, wait, I can't do that. Never mind. But, like, I've rewatched a lot of the episodes, like, kind of skimming through to see if they talk about Squadron 42, but the sad thing is, a lot of the information that they talk about in, like, Wingman's hangar, and even sometimes in Around the Verse, is that it very quickly became irrelevant, because they switched the scope of the games, and thusly made it... It's like a rabbit hole where you have to try and discern what the intention was at the time, and then you have to see what they actually did like 2 years ahead. Because originally Squadron 42, for example, wasn't going to have that big epic space battle that we see at the start of the 2024 gameplay showcase. They instead planned to just have us do hop in, hop out kind of missions. Like, it was just going to be co-op stuff where we do a quick mission, a linear mission, and then hop out. And then the more money they got, the more stuff they added. So it... Whoa. Whoa. This helmet's bugged. But like I said, they a lot of the communiques, like only the later years of Around the Verse do they start to actually kind of make a little bit more sense with how they were communicating. Like one of the first and best showcases of the Javelin and the Idris is of course on Around the Verse, which will be included in the documentary to showcase the development and the implementation of such large vessels in the verse. It's really cool. Like, it's kind of amazing to see the level of detail and the level of quality they already had for the game in 2018. And then they just went, you know what, fuck it, we're not releasing that shit, even though it looks amazing. We're just gonna keep pushing it forward. Why? And this has, of course, facilitated the fact that I need to write an entire kind of a chapter of one of the years where I basically talk about that. How CIG at one point after roughly 2020 up until 2023 went from open door development to it's ready when it's ready development. Where they basically stopped giving us any sort of updates in regards to Squadron 42 other than the monthly reports, which basically just say in May, the AI team worked on the AI. Wow! Holy shit. And, oh wow, in July, the narrative team worked on the narrative. I don't know about you guys, but those are the insights that I want to take part in, or take part of, when it comes to open development. It's not, you know, any cool pictures or insights. It's literally just, the AI team did AI stuff. Thank you very much for your attention. It's silly. Chris, please. Thank you. And no P4 ammo. Shit. Oh my god. I love the bug this thing has. Sandy did join the board in 2019. I mean, she has been a part of the project since the very beginning as the marketing or the VP of marketing, whatever the hell it was. I think I forget what her title was. Yeah, they're the accusations of nepotism kind of ring true a lot in terms of CIG. Like a lot of the early employees were. I mean, for better or worse, a lot of them were people that had worked with Chris Roberts and Aaron Roberts on Wing Commander and Star Lancer. So they had at least merit that they had actually worked with them previously and they had experience developing games. But Sandy is one of those. Why are you hired? And it was, Ben Lesnick that came up with one of the most massive marketing boons in Star Citizen history, which is, of course, the sale of ships. He's the guy that came up with that wonderful idea, and that's why we're all spending all our money. She's a technical co-founder of CIG back in 2012, so it isn't like she wasn't there long before things got wonky. No, definitely. I mean, she has definitely been a part of all the wonkiness. And she, according to you, if you have watched Sunk Cost Galaxy by Binky ATX, I highly recommend watching that. I love that documentary series. I don't remember if he posted all his sources, though, but he alleges a lot of quite interesting things, and I think it's a very interesting look back at even the state of CIG back in 2017, or how that was. It would be interesting to meet them in person and see how they are, though. Be like, are you a monster, or are you actually nice? Pumpkin spice. It also, the story about why Wingman's hangar was cancelled is also kind of interesting, where Binky, I haven't watched it in a while, but I should probably rewatch it, that Wingman's hangar was getting a bit too popular for its own good or something like that, and they wanted to shut it down to bring attention back to Sandio. I don't know if this is true, but it's what I can recall. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but there was some interesting stuff going on in the background, and he was eventually forced to quit because they were moving everything to Santa Monica or something like that. Corporate politics. Humongous. Yes, Commander. You are humongous, Commander. I have actually strongly considered reaching out to Ben Lesnick for the Squadron 42 documentary that I'm working on right now, but then I got scared because, like, why should I do that now? Because I have no reputation for producing these kinds of things, and I'm kind of making it up as I go along, just doing my best essentially. And if he clicks on my YouTube channel and the first thing he sees is the degen crisis where I've zoomed in on a crotch, you know, would you want to be a part of my interview for that? So I'm putting that one in my back pocket and waiting to see if maybe one day, depending on how my Squadron 42 documentary or whatever is received, I may actually end up making one on Squadron. No, not Squadron. I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna iterate, boys. I'm gonna make a third documentary, an hour-long documentary on Squadron 42. Announced just now. No, I might make one on Star Citizen. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Yeah, that is true. I just feel like interviewing Ben Lesnick would be an amazing boon, because I do have a little section that's dedicated to him, and we're not even gonna mind, so we're just gonna fire this bitch. But it would be amazing to, like, see if he has any insights that he's able to share or, like, wants to share. So I might still do it, because there is still time. And it's just as much on them if they see your content and don't have the grey matter to understand where it comes from. Yep, he'll admire it. Yes! We don't need lenses, we need bodies. Content. It's your world, they're just living in it. Hell yeah, this is all about me. It's always been about me. I mean, it would be very, very interesting, and I think it would lend a bit more legitimacy and credence to the documentary. I would probably have to do it after I'm finished with the script so that he can take a look at it himself. I'm a fire in Malaysia, yeah. What the hell just happened there? Whatever. Idle animations. But I think that Ben Lesnick could be a big boom, because his passion for Wing Commander, like, if you look at the website Wing Commander Combat Information Center, he still posts to this fucking day. I swear to God, that man is a trooper. Like, he loves Wing Commander. He loves Star Citizen. He loves Chris Roberts. Like, that man has been here since the 90s, and he's still going. He's talking about a game that fucking nobody plays anymore, except him. And maybe like 100 guys on it. Or 100 other guys. He still does jump point. Huh. No, I'm not sure. It might be like what Commander said, that he has no affiliation anymore and might do jump point. I know he does some minor stuff, and he still has that blog that he does on Wing Commander CIC. If CIG didn't come down so hard and entirely burn bridges with people who don't mind being honest about the project, not even being negative, the entire community would have a lot more goodwill. Yes, I agree with that. And that is basically the entire premise of my channel, I would say. It's, of course, the most... Okay, that happened. The foremost part of my channel, as I see it, is always going to be entertainment. Like, I want to entertain people, I want to have fun, and I want to laugh and cry at the state of this project. But it all comes from a place of love, not out of I want to see everything destroyed. And... What? Speak up! Yeah, I probably shouldn't have talked during the loud laser firing. Yeah, Ben Lesnick came up with the ship sales. That was like one of his biggest contributions. Like he understood the community before the community was even founded. Like he is probably one of the most important people that nobody's really heard of, at least of the new backers. But like Mr. B48 said, they have burnt a lot of bridges with people that just kind of want the best from the project, whilst being able to kind of tease and joke about it. It is kind of a shame to see really how the whole open development shtick that they have lauded for years have kind of died off. Because, like, we do a developer live stream every now and again. That is so open, you guys. Don't ask us when Squadron 42 is coming out, though. Dynamic server meshing? Who? I don't know her. Here. Ivan, I think it's time for us to go home. Oh, sorry, wait. I have Ivan on Discord, so you can't hear me. Ivan, I think it's time for us to go home to Stanton. What do you say to that? He agrees. Because he's quiet. Oh, quick break. Alright. I mean, my community does like to bully me, so maybe you guys in the chat can bully me to contact Ben Lesnick. On Star Citizen Wiki, Ben Lesnick remained editor for 4 years until issue 1007, with Martin Driver taking over as editor from the Cockpit Jump Point Volume 10 number. Okay, that's a lot of numbers. So he isn't anymore. Honestly, Herring, just better pick up the pace after Squadron... Honestly, Herring, they just better pick up the pace after Squadron 42 for real. No cap. Yeah, that cannot be understated. Because it's the question of, are they going to focus on Squadron, or are they going to focus on Star Citizen? And that is like the burning question in the back of my head. What will they do? If you ask me, if I was them, I would probably actually pick Squadron, because it's easier to get that finished. And that's bad for Star Citizen. I feel like Star Citizen... apologies if you heard me burp, but I feel like Star Citizen, sadly, will remain upon the back burner for the foreseeable future. Commander is right. After Squadron 42 drops, they are on a timer. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the premise of both mine and Space Tomato's videos on the topic. With like, I made the why Star Citizen is preventing the release of Squadron 42, and I think he made a similar one where he was like, Squadron 42 is the reason why Star Citizen is being delayed, or the development is slowed. And I think that is a very interesting topic, because Squadron is holding Star Citizen back, but could Star Citizen thrive without Squadron? Maybe. Probably. But I think that Squadron will be to the benefit of the game overall. If the next 6 months to a year after Squadron 42 drops aren't leaps and bounds over in terms of progress in Star Citizen, it's Jova. That is very much a possibility. Like, the road towards 1.0 is probably the most important. And that is kind of why I'm also... I was disagreeing with Captain Catan when he made his video, I think it was like yesterday or 2 days ago, I think it was yesterday, where he alleges that the release date for Squadron 42 is going to be in July of this year. That does not make sense to me. In my mind, it's going to come out in Q4 in 2026 around CitizenCon. That's my biggest guess. GTA 6 be damned. It's coming out on Star Citizen's birthday. Big ups, Mr. B. Totally agree on a timer. It's funny how ships we buy are for Star Citizen, but have been diverting focus to Squadron 42. They will be working on episode 2 right after 1 drops out. Yeah, that's pretty much my fear as well. Like, I find so many interesting things through my research that I'm doing right now. Like yesterday, I just stumbled upon an update during Around the Verse where Aaron Roberts displays suit punches in Squadron 42. Like actual like air venting out of your suit after having been shot, and then you can see the stream of air shooting out. And where is that feature? I haven't heard of that one. I didn't even know that was a thing they ever worked on. And it just disappeared, so could that be a potential thing for Squadron? Maybe. I want to agree with Catan so bad. I mean, I also want to hope, and I also want to cope, but I feel like he's coping a bit hard with that one, sadly. I think that he is wrong. Even though I very much want him to be right, in my heart of hearts, as the only legitimate Chrisologist, I'm an actual doctor in Chrisology, remember this. I can tell you that Chris Roberts will not allow for a July release. There's no way. Q4. Q4. He wants to stand there up on stage, he wants to have his cry, he wants to take in and drink in the applause and all the attention, baby. What about the split in developers between SC and Squadron 42? They still need the other chapters to be made. Yes, that is one of the biggest things. They need to finish Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 within a reasonable time frame. And if everything works out, I think that perhaps what we will see them do is that they're going to kind of develop the sequels of Squadron 42, much like we saw Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 and its episodes, where it's kind of graphically, well, I guess it works for Half-Life 1 as well, but it's graphically the same game, but they have changed minor features and content, but overall same graphics, same weapons, same everything. And that could significantly speed up development. So we probably don't have to wait, like, 14 years for Squadron 42-2. We might only have that time halved, so we only have to wait 7 years for Squadron 42-2. That is at least my guess. And as far as I was able to confirm, also building on what you said, Noclat, between the split of developers between Star Citizen and Squadron, they say sometime, I forgot when, but I think it's like in 2017, they directly say that the largest studio is Foundry 42, when they make, where they make Squadron. Surely they have asset libraries to do it rather quickly then, right? Right? That is what I hope. I hope that the perfectionist that is Chris Roberts won't demand that they produce new things. But we have seen them, though, with the asset libraries, with the Idris and the Javelin, like they did 2 videos of those a couple of years ago, and how they share resources. So, hopefully. Yes, but Episode 2 will require a ton less resources compared to the Episode 1. They have a stable engine, workflows, and company for Episode 2 for the next single-player game. Well, yeah. I agree that I think that it's probably going to come out rather soon. After, quote-unquote, in CIG terms, quote, soon. Whenever that is. Yeah, the materials thing that they have, like, they said that when they made the Idris, after they had made that large Aegis ship, about 40% of everything required to go into the Javelin was already complete. So they saved a ton of work on the Javelin by making the Idris first. How is the vid coming along, Horizon? Well, I can give you the direct update right now and tell you that, as far as I've been able to come today, I have written 13,075 words in total. And in my reading pace, that is... I mean, I'm probably going to end up at 16,000, 16 times the detail. So just me talking is probably going to be 2 hours. And the script currently for the documentary sits at 61 pages. Last time I checked it was 58, but I must have added some more stuff. So 61 page script, 13,000 words. So if all goes as planned, Horizon, it's going to be starting recording next week. If all goes as planned, that is. I still have my birthday on Monday next week, and I'm going to celebrate it on Sunday, but I thought about just working through Monday anyway. Because if I'm going to celebrate my birthday on Sunday anyway, then I don't need to worry about fucking... Like, April's a horrible month for my family, because almost every single one of my family has their birthday in April. So it's a horrible month. It's a very expensive month. But I will probably, due to my sheer amount of enthusiasm for this project, work throughout Monday. Because I really want to see this complete before May 14th. Nah, thank you. Another year, another horrible year of waiting for Star Citizen. Herring, you ever went to college for writing? You sound like a passionate writer too. No, I did not go to college for writing. I went to... my educational background is that I went to a music high school. I was educated in how to play bass and drums, and I learned how to write songs. Then I went on to become an automation and robotics engineer. And I was also a teacher for about 8 months. But I was like, what do I want to do with my life? Do I want to be a teacher, or do I want to become an engineer? I decided I want to become an engineer. Oh, it's not my birthday yet, boys. Don't worry. No. Okay, it's early birthday. It's next week, boys. It's next week. I'm gonna be working through my birthday because I'm so fucking passionate about this. Like, I've had all of this information about like Squadron and Star Citizen in my head for so many years, and I'm just happy that I get to express it, and I actually have a community now around me that is like encouraging me to delve into my autism and tells me to keep going. Yeah, I mean, teaching and teaching. I'm more informing you of something you might have missed, but you can all teach yourselves. It's just not worth it, because this is in the grand scheme of things, it's only important to me because I care about it. Everyone, can we go into voice and sing happy early birthday to Herring? Come on. No. Did you guys know that one of the Citizen Cons, I think it was Citizen Con 2015, they got banned off of YouTube because the entire crowd that was attending started singing happy birthday to Star Citizen, so they got banned from YouTube for a little while. It's amazing. But it's going to be amazing when it's finally complete, because this is a passion project. Like, I cannot wait. Like, every day when I wake up, I'm like, I'm gonna write another 1,000 words. Like, I woke up at 10 a.m. today, and I wrote 1,000 words before lunch at 12. Like, it's just fantastic. It's amazing. Like, it's categorizing and trying to catalog like all this information is what I tried to do in my previous work with Squadron 42, Forever 2 Years Away, and I feel like I failed really bad at that, because I basically kind of just copy-pasted all of their videos. Like, as a work of copy-pasting Squadron 42 stuff into one cohesive piece of media, sure, that might work, but I could have also accomplished the same thing with a playlist, so it was a goddamn waste of time. So now I'm redoing it again, I'm iterating, I'm moving on from tier 0 to tier 1. And as you said, I will have to write 30,000 words in the script in order to get a 30k. Yeah, they did get DMCA strike for happy birthday, so they had to redact it. It's actually a part of the video now. It says this part has been redacted because the crowd impromptu started singing happy birthday. Now, how much time did you spend to try to find info from 2020 to 2023? I haven't really gotten there yet. I've started to like skim to try and look it through. I remember last time I tried to find information, it was basically and still practically is non-existent. They had a very lackluster roadmap during this time. They had the monthly reports, like I said earlier, that were just basically like this week or this month, the AI team worked to improve the AI. The AI can now do this thing that it couldn't before. No pictures, no nothing, no videos, for the most part anyway. It's horrible. Like 2020 to 2023 is horrible. Like, we didn't get very much tangible video content for Star Citizen or Squadron 42 until the I Held the Line video came back. And I wrote an entire sort of rant in the middle of the documentary about this, how CIG had been praising themselves for years that they were an open development studio that always strove to, you know, communicate with the fans and take community feedback, and they keep reiterating this year on year on year. Like, we love to interact with the community, we love informing you and telling you what's going on. And then they suddenly go, after they missed the 2020 Squadron 42 beta that was planned, they basically go, no more, no. You can't ask any more questions. It's ready when it's ready, and then they shut the door. Do you consider Squadron 42 more a game or interactive movie from what we've seen so far? I think it's going to be a game, but it's... I think it's... Honestly, from what Chris Roberts has always wanted to do, he has kind of always wanted to make an interactive movie, or a cinematic experience, I think we could say. I think that Squadron 42 will be an excellently cinematic experience from what I can see. And from the vertical slice with like the combat and the dogfighting, I think it's going to be interesting. Like, one of the whole points of the game is that you're supposed to create relationships with the people around you. Like, every single character, apparently, as according to what they have said during the course of the development, is that every single character that you interact with on the UEE Stanton has a story arc. Like, all of them. And you can choose if you want to affect them, or like talk to them, or like see how they progress, basically. 2022 to 2023, the dark ages of Star Citizen. I would actually say that 2020 until 2023 is the dark ages. Like that, I struggle to find like how CIG survived with the just missed deadline after missed deadline. It's astonishing that they've made it this far. It does look like it's going to be Detroit Become Human, but yeah, you're right with CL's vision as a single-player cinema. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a game, definitely. I don't think it's going to be just an interactable movie, but it's going to probably be one of the most cinematic games of all time. Like, one of the big games that Chris Roberts is obsessed with, that caused him to start wanting to develop games again, if you didn't know this, but it's Mass Effect. Like, he said specifically that that when he was taking a long hiatus from creating games between the early 2000s and the 2010s, that when he wasn't making games, he ironically had a lot more time to make or to play games. And he played several games, and Mass Effect were one of those games with the cinematic experience and the narrative and that kind of stuff that inspired him to like get back to making games again. My favorite patch for SC was when they brought in gambling 318. Can I log in? Maybe character reset, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. That patch is so bad that I'm actually going to include that in the script of the video, because it is such a rough patch in Star Citizen development that it's shocking that they survived the double blow of no Squadron 42 news, like, at all, and 318 at the same time. It's insane. But how does the fact that let's see, The better question is, how does the fact that the space battle part of Space Game is entirely on rails make... I mean, it's only the first bit that's on rails. When you sit in the turret, and I think that it's actually kind of smart of them to begin in the turret section, because it allows people that are not very used to like using, say, a gimbal mode or understand how the weapons work. It allows the people that haven't played Star Citizen like me for 10 years to like understand how you switch between weapons and how the different damage types work and like how you can aim and that kind of crap. So it's only on rails for the prologue, but then after that you're off to flight school, baby. That was also one of the big arguments, well, not arguments, but Astro Historian went on my video where I was speculating on the story of Squadron 42 and what it would be. He basically said, like, you're wrong, on like 3 points. And one of them that he thought I was wrong about was how long we are going to spend in the flight academy. I thought like a year or a year and a half, but he was like 6 to like 8 months or something like that. I do believe that he's also privy to more information than the normal or average Star Citizen player is, so... He is privileged. I am underprivileged. I'm a small-time guy. Quantum travel. They need to add like a minigame, like a 2D scroller. Who is Paul? I do not know this Paul you refer of. A difference of 3 months, that is such a huge difference that the average player cares about. Yeah. 3 months. And you are right, because it's all speculation for most of us currently. Yeah. I mean, I think he cited some source, I forget, it was a while ago. I was so insulted, I banned him from my channel. I never want to speak to him again. I can't believe he said that to me. He dunked on me and didn't even give me a kiss. No. Hello, Psyop. It's not a loading screen, it's a buffering screen. Oh, okay, yeah, Astro Historian is... Ah, yes. Alright, I didn't know his name was Paul. Well, that is good that he's nice. But did he have to dunk me so hard on my own channel? In my own comments? I mean, he's been going at it for years now. It's kind of insane to see how some of these Star Citizen YouTubers, like how long they have been at it. But I will die on the hill that the best Star Citizen YouTuber is £10.42. But before him, there was one king that could never be replaced. Tactical Advance. Yeah, Horizon. He came into my channel. He came, he saw, he came again, he conquered. He corrected 3 of my perceived mistakes, and he left without a kiss on the lips. You got skibbidied. Yes, I did. He went skibbity on my toilet. I'm actually going to kill myself. I'm deleting my YouTube channel. No documentary anymore. I can't believe I said that. Channel deletion. Complete. Yeah, I'm going to have a Mog battle with Paul Shelby. Oh no, which is it, Shelby or Shelley? Let me see what you wrote. Paul Shelley. It's Paul Shelby from the fucking Peaky Blinders. I'm just going to go for a quick piss break. Be right back. Oh, good heavens. I'm back. Release the documentary, then delete the channel when we repost it. Hell yeah. I'll be like that guy that made the Drake Leviathan with the Death Star thing. YouTube usually deletes my channels for me. Yeah, that's the meower is just Ivan. He's one of my boys in the org. He is non-verbal, so he's basically my Chewbacca. And you learn what he means by that simple monotone meow. You learn a lot of his intentions based on how quickly he presses that button. And that's not a his face, that's a she face. That's a whole lot of woman. Yes, Ivan, precisely. My organization is known for its large amount of incredibly attractive people. We're going to have a meetup tomorrow at Orison. It's the D-Gen Crisis 1.1. And we are going to dance, we're going to party, we're going to have a foot race on Daymar, naked of course. And we're going to have a great, great, great time. Ivan is the most beautiful man-woman I've ever seen. But you know what, gentlemen, I think I must actually, what's it called? I think I should reach out to Ben Lesnick. I think I've convinced myself by listening to your arguments about missing, 100% of the shots I don't take. And I think it could potentially lead to to taking the documentary to the next level, having an actual former CIG employee share his trauma, share his experience with me, and then I can milk it for money and glory and fame. I can cause drama, it's all about the money, it's not about the art or anything like that, it's just money, money, money. No, but I think it would be amazing to talk about him and just see his insight to the whole Wing Commander series. Be brave. Yeah, there's a part of 2016's CitizenCon where Chris Roberts screams, "Just do it twice." Alright, we are going to exterminate local species for monetary gain. How hard would it get tossed into a pier? Dude, I have no idea. I know people that know CIG stuff. I know a couple of people, but it's not like the people with the kind of pull to be like, hey, you wanna be in this random ass fucking YouTuber's video with less than 3,000 subs. It'll be great, trust me, bro. I think that that's kind of why I wanted to make the documentary first, so it's complete, so that I have something to show. So it's not just me going hey, I made D-Gen Crisis, with those fuck ugly characters. I'm here to make a documentary, baby. You want a 10? It'd be great. Believe in we who believe in you. Oh, that's a beautiful way to put it. Please have the previous employee in a dark room with a muffled voice as he reveals the secret FBI tapes. I am not gonna gag Ben Lesnick and put him in a basement. Sorry. It would be funny. Don't get me wrong, it would be kind of funny. But legally speaking, I'd be fucked. And there would be no documentary. So I'll have to put a pin in that. Why, geez. You kind of have to now. I am not kidnapping CIG employees. It's not happening. I'm not going to gag Ben. Yeah, exactly. He seems like a really nice guy. Every video I've seen, he seems so nice. I would never harm a guy that seems that nice. Oh, well, look at that. Get distorted. Not willing to go to jail for the art. No, sorry. Sorry, I don't get paid nearly enough to risk it. Ben would need a large basement, the god of space shape. Jesus Christ. Show mercy, people. Show mercy. Like, his work with the community in the early days, like, was probably instrumental to the success of Star Citizen. Like, just how much patience he had to, like, fucking deal with all these retards. Can I say that word on YouTube? I think I can. Unsubbed. I think Herring isn't willing to put enough effort into the video. Unsub. Fair enough. Fair. I deserve it. What the fuck is happening? Holy shit, Ivan! Holy shit, dude. I think that's a bit overkill. Railgunning, go beyond. Good heavens, man. And watch the skies, watch the skies. We don't want no stream snipers now, do we? Ben Lesnick taught Maryland Public School in Annapolis. Huh. Also a former teacher, huh? Just like me. I taught social sciences. I think, yeah, it was a private school. I was thinking about it was a private school. Because that's how fancy I am. Source, former Maryland resident. Oh my god. Were you in his class, Psyop? Were you one of the disciples of Lesnick himself? The only thing I'm worried about, though, is, like, what would I ask the Lesnick? Like, what? It's like an oracle of Wing Commander. Like, what could I ask him? What could I have him say? Like, what revelations could he bring the community that he has so much served? I got kicked out of private school. No, I'm older than Ben. Right? No, dude. In my headcanon right now, you are one of the disciples of Ben Lesnick. You learned at his knee, and he taught you the ways of the Roberts. I am Lesnick. Indeed. I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. You guys remember the days when you had to fly up to 100 kilometers on Hurston in order to get to atmosphere, in order to quantum out? Yeah, I remember. Because I was there. You don't need to worry about that. You will have figured it out by the time the opportunity presents itself. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to be like, ooga, ooga, booga. And then he's going to be like, wow. Fair point. Major typo in chat, how to recover. You can't. It's permanent now, it's on the internet. Sorry. Ask him ask him his views on cheese. He probably has a lot of opinions on cheese. What is Ben Lesnick's favorite cheese? Probably American. World works in mysterious ways, yes. Unintelligible grunts. What a sophisticated gentleman. Blow cheese. That's one. Oh, for fuck. Who doesn't like themselves a goddamn piece of goddamn slice of foot cheese? Delicious, eh? Nutritious. Come on, any day now.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
The hard-hitting journalism the world needs right now. Hell yeah. I'm gonna ask questions you guys never thought. Oh, for fuck's sake. Idris. Stay there. I think one of the most important questions that I would ask him is probably like something to do with, do you still believe like in the project? Because it is kind of a cult. We have to like acknowledge that fact. But like, because you have to have some sort of belief that it can be done. I think factually it can be proven that, you know, they're working on it and it can be done also. But, you know, you still have to have faith, have hope. And considering that he worked for them for all those years and was an instrumental part of like making it successful and then leaving, I wonder like after a couple of years now if he has any sort of like regrets or if there's anything like that he would like have to add or just an insight. Like, what does he think of that project now? Does he still love robots to the same extent as he did during the 90s and 2000s? No man forgets the mother language of the cave. You could do the whole interview in grunts. Ask him like he has been travel like CIG has made economy ship like flying in space then crash river. Oh, you're talking like fucking I was like, what the fuck am I reading? Okay, that's came in. Ask him like he has been travel like CIG has made economy ship like flying in space then crash river. Oh, pretty rock I find. We drink from the Kool-Aid of 2 years away. Hell yeah, I drink that every day. And that's why I'm making a documentary about it. Where did Chris's kids come from? One of them came from his ex-wife, and I believe I don't remember how many kids he has, but I think Sandy and him have like 2 kids. So the question to ask is, it can be done, but do you think it can be done by CIG? That is a very good formulation. I will screen cap that, and I will pass it off as my own question. T-posing. In my corridor, sir? You have met your maker, sir. Oh, madam, sorry. And I must T-pose to assert dominance. You will know fear before the end, bitch. Yes, you cannot handle this level of swag. Oh, I'm gonna shock this guy now. He should not have aggroed me. For now, he must see the true face of the herring. Yes. Are you afraid, man? Are you afraid? You should be afraid. Sandy and Ben had kind of a hateful relationship, it seemed. Ben's wife worked concierge service too. Yeah, I always kind of got that feeling as well. I think that Sandy wouldn't have been able to do her job if Ben wasn't there either. There's kind of a famous part of the CitizenCon in so many dates. I think it's either 2015 or 2016. I think it's 2016, where she does not know what ship is on sale or something like that. So she has to like not scream out, but like yell out on the microphone, like, "Where is Ben Lesnick? Where is Ben Lesnick?" Because she is like the head of marketing, and she doesn't know what shit is for sale during that year's biggest sales event. That is kind of embarrassing. Like that's kind of like being a chef and not knowing where the pasta is. Incorrect herring, they spawned into the world from the first 30Ks. Wow, that is a beautiful thing to say. I consent, but I can pretend like I don't if that's your thing. Oh my god. Whatever floats your boat, man. Star Citizen Big Space... Oh, Star Citizen Big Space Game. Grab fly ship, buy rock, shoot bad man, but game take long time, and still not done. I hunt boar in meantime. Boar, spear me with tusk. Tusk cause infection. Grub die. Before game release. Ah. Those old in the verse bits were illuminating. Head of market, Jesus. Like, around the verse, yeah, like watching them, they don't really have any chemistry in between them, so it's kind of awkward to look at them kind of try and riff off each other. Kind of strange. It's awkward as hell. Wait, is this the Hurston helmet with the cool shit on it? Oh, hell yeah. Now, war! It's all coming together now, boys. Oh, yes. Now, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey there.
Hey there. Oh, no, you ugly. Ooh, not touching that. Grug hunt space cow, eat space egg. Life good. Star Citizen Big Space. NPC no AI. NPC get AI monthly report. NPC no shoot. Me 323 FPS. Me go do mission. Server recovery 30K. 700 player. No, 700 grugs. Station get Hurston statue. Me spent $5,000. Wait, what? Horns have... Yes, horns have quality. They have a very horny quality. Oh, he doesn't have the balaclava in it anymore. That's a shame. Not unexpected. Pick out who's getting fired, Sandy. Pick out who's getting fired next by Sandy. Sandy also equals HR. Doth tracketh.
Hi.
Now, right. Did I grab the ammo? No, I did not. Orison, the city in the clouds. Come on. I hate the new interaction delays with the new inventory system. It's just terrible. Who need ammo when punch grug? Yeah, I'm not patient enough to punch cows to death. I've tried a couple of times, but it just takes too long. It's just not efficient. It does, however, tenderize the meat. So there is that, I suppose.
Welcome to the
Do
ASOC
I
vehicle
possess a
retrieval system.
Reliant? I do. Oh, we're gonna get the reporting one out.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
You're just nostalgic for old interaction delays. Nuh-uh. In Star Citizen, family don't get fired, but friends do. A lot of friends got fired. Or, well, they left for unknown reasons. Alright, if you don't want to work, I'm going to have to make you work. Come on. Like, these are the kinds of things that they need to fix. Because this kind of crap, me not being able to send my ship down, is one of these things that is going to turn away any, like, sane player that is not as insane as I am. They're not going to want to play this game, because, like, why? Oh, wait, I have to run out of my hangar. I have to go back to the ASOP terminals and then lower it down all the way from there. It's a waste of time in a game that's already incredibly time-consuming. Like, you want Grug want to play game? Grug no play game. Grug go pledge store. Grug spent $1,000.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
YouTube keeps screeching at me, so we're gonna fucking do this now. Grug set goal. Grug do bare minimum. Grug get paid. Grug happy. Sorry, I only had $1,000 to spend this week. I'll have more money next week. I want to spill beer all over the Frankfurt personal movie studio console controllers Chris had installed there. Like, have you seen the new fucking thing that they installed all over in what's it called, in Manchester? The whole new studio with like the insane amount of crap, like the whole film studio they added. Just insane the level of detail they went into. I mean, it looks amazing, but did they really have to spend the money on an entire fucking movie theater? No. Have a seat. Oh. Grug meet goal. Buy ship pledge store. Chris Roberts have Grug hostage, yes. Grug meet goal. Grug meet goal. Grug thanks the commander for his pledge of 5 buckaroos. I will remember that always. Grug meet goal. Grug meet goal. Grug no take off. Grug destroys. Whoa, what the fuck? Yeah, that actually kind of... What? Looks amazing. AWS servers groaning in the meantime. Oh, always. Let's see what happens when I do this. What? Okay, there we go. No. What? Okay, now it has to fall off. Okay. Grug meet goal. Grug. Oh wait, it's still on. I wonder what's gonna happen when we quantum travel. Grug meet goal. Oh. So Herring, this is for equipment to relocate Ben. I'm sorry. He calls himself Loaf, so I think he's fine with it. But there is no fucking way on God's green earth I can move Ben Lesnick with 2 fucking euros, man. I appreciate the 2 euros, but you are asking a lot of those 2 euros. We have to be reasonable here. I think you're gonna need a fucking crane. Nah, probably not a crane. I'll just need a wheelchair for like... I need to pledge for a wheelchair on our side. Nah, he's been able to move on around on his own power. Last I checked, I think he actually lost a lot of weight. So that's good on him. Grug meet goal. Grug meet goal. Maybe that will be the new channel. Bro is not a gorilla. Yeah. I mean, he moves around on his own power. But I don't think I will be... I could probably convince him to move with 2 euros. Be like, hey, could you please walk? So is this a bribe? I guess that's a bribe. It's still... No way. No. Oh my god, I love this game. Sometimes the jank works in your favor.
concrete building on a sand foundation would be an apt way to describe the game. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it's more like a concrete or like a shell of a concrete building more than an actual concrete building. It has some of the walls are developed, but they still have a tier 0 work to do on the door. Like, they still haven't installed the door. The windows are still in tier 0. They need dynamic window meshing as well. Grok, is this true? Wait, I will ask Claude how to relocate with €2. I don't think that's going to be possible. I think you need to have a million, trillion Zimbabwean dollars. Let's see what happens when I nose down. Oh my god. This is one of my absolute favorite music tracks. I love this track. I'm just going to let it play. Pedro is too fucking good. Holy shit. I'm not even sure he made this track. I think he did. But it is it's just delicious. Ah, crap. I keep forgetting to add that. Give me a moment, I have to tab out. I am a fool, but I will add it to the description in 1 second. I always forget to add that. But otherwise, the link is discord.gg/herring. I have no idea if... I don't have an idea if it's actually synced iPhone. It would be sick if it was. Yeah, the next music is like the little kind of like drum track or whatever it is. Like the doom, doom, doom. Love that one. Just amazing. Like, Pedro Macedo Camacho is such an underrated mastermind of, like... I can't wait for more stuff that he does. Like, he's so good. I cannot wait for Star Citizen to actually kind of release so that we can actually get the fucking soundtrack. Because that'll be one of the only game soundtracks I will actually buy, will be Star Citizens. And also Squadron 42's, because Jeff Sinelli is amazing. Oh, I'm getting a call. Be right back. I got a call, but now the call is over. It's called... Oh, I actually never knew what the track was called. That's a fucking clutch right there, that it's called Serenity. I love it, love it. I'm gonna have to listen to that more. And this is another great track. This is more like the classic Star Wars-esque brass horn music. Also an excellent track. Claude said for €2, that's barely a vending machine coffee. Go with the symbolic retainer now. Riches when the documentary Wait, go with the symbolic retainer now. Riches when the documentary blows up. Oh, okay. Sounds almost professional with that kind of a pitch. Yeah, to find Star Citizen in a 5-second clip, the music flying in third person with a jank Atlas. Yeah, I know, Commander, that it comes from the Arc map. Like when I first used the Arc map and I heard that music, and I was like, how could they hide such an amazing track behind a feature nobody uses? Yeah, the menu music, isn't that just a variation of the Bloom soundtrack? Oh no, wait, maybe we just lost the Atlas, didn't we? No, we did not! What a fucking champ. I believe that one, the combat music is Battle in the Mist. Let me just do this so I don't slam my fat ass into the ground and kill myself in hyphen. Oh, is it gone now? Oh, there it is. What the fuck? How is that even possible?
Engines off.
What? No fucking way. Alright, I shall ascend it like my throne. Yeah, this game, like, for as much as we rail on it, you know, and how much I've ragged on CIG, you know, Jared and Sandy and blah, 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 you must admit there is no other game on the market that has the same level of fidelity and sheer awe that it can create with the music. Yep. Yes, of course, I hope. It's the only thing that's done because Pedro is a man that cooks, and by God, does that man cook. There's a guy in my Discord that claims to know Pedro, and he asked me, would you like me to ask Pedro to join your Discord? And I said, absolutely not. There is no fucking way I would besmirch that good man's name with my Discord. We are too degenerate. Sorry. I love my Discord, but we are not worthy of Pedro. We are supposed to kill Marocs, but I thought looking at these beautiful cows would be so much more interesting. I like cows. Whoa! They move in herds? They do move in herds. I'm a part of the flock. Yes! Pedro made this in a cave with a box of scraps! Hell yeah. Game is fine and awe-inspiring, but when you add friends to the mix, the game spirals to a workaround fest. Yes, that is very good. You ever try playing Vangelis in the background, that old analog 80s synth music like the original Blade Runner? Ooh, that I do like the old Blade Runner. I would probably have to play that. Alright, I'm coming over to you. I'll arrive any day. Why haven't they added jetpacks in the game, by the way? Considering they added the Atlas Geo, how difficult would it be for them to redevelop the technology into a smaller backpack and just make it so that you can't have anything in a backpack? So you reduce your inventory space, but you get it so that you can traverse planets more easily with one of these. I'm about to post a photo of me hunting the cow on Microtech. Star Citizen General chat. Here I come. Hell yeah, brother. Just gotta make sure to welcome Mr. Tankins that joined the Discord, and Brock Sampson that joined the Discord. Welcome to the greatest Discord this side of Stanton. Yeah. Like, there are so many things in Star Citizen that you just feel like, wouldn't it be so simple to just adapt this slightly? Because I've done a bit of I have done a lot of programming as an automation and robotics engineer, so I have often reused a lot of my previous programming in other things that weren't the exact same, but slightly different and altered to fix, or to work with the new thing. Come on! Hell yeah. Well, welcome, welcome, Brock. The greatest Discord of all time. These Marocs are taunting me. Tools are apparently made in a way it should be easy to reuse them. Yeah, like, isn't that why they have been spending all these years developing all these development tools that they have been bragging about and telling us all about? You know, shouldn't they be able to, you know, utilize these tools for anything? Oh yes, I just forgot. You know how they were bragging about grass in last year's CitizenCon? Look at that. We have grass. We don't need grass developed again. Like, Star Citizen is such a fucking perfectionist game that they decided to have a tier 0 of grass, and they've iterated further on their grass technology and created new grass. Fucking whoop-de-doo, everybody. Apparently this grass is simply not good enough. Apparently Star Citizen has 80 million lines of code, at least what was said a long, long time ago. I think that is just the engine alone. I don't think that... I guess maybe that counts in the game as well, but I think that's just Star Engine or Lumberyard. Reminds me of Daisy. 4 years for trees. Yep. TM soon. Yep. Alright, Afin, do we dare to put this back? I don't know how you did it, Ivan. But could you try and pull it off, babe? My God, you're beautiful. Oh, sorry, I didn't transmit on Discord. Could you put that back on the top of the thing, please? Thank you. So beautiful. I still love the interior of this ship. Even if it's old as Star Citizen, basically, it still looks beautiful. Maybe I should offer those €2 you gave me earlier, Vedran, to Ben Lesnick and say, hey, one of my community members gave me €2 to give to you if you sign on for an interview. Yeah, cat meows will never get old. Anytime Jared shows up, I feel like it's CIG's version of a fire extinguisher. Yeah, but sometimes he can also be more like gasoline. I had a weird fever dream some time ago, back when SE was using Crytek Engine, and knowing that Crytek Engine was running Mech Warrior, just saying, what if the Kraken was a big stompy mech? I mean, we will see mechs sometime. With the Titan suit, so maybe one day. I love Jared, but some of the things he says is painful. Yes, yeah. I'm in the same boat. I think that Star Citizen would not be the same without him. But sometimes, you know, even I make an ass out of myself. And of course, a community manager with being the forward-facing face of such a massive company, developing the biggest crowd-funded project of all time, in terms of game, that is, not like a blockchain or fucking cryptocurrency bullshit scams. This is the proper scam to invest in. Oh, it backfires as usual if you're a critical thinker, yeah. It's in Squadron 42, so it will be in Squadron soon, or Star Citizen soon. Yeah, how many times have we not heard that one? Potential Maroc location. Wow, thank you, Styles, for rope to tie the Atlas. Tier 0, of course. Yes. I will be honest with you. I'm going to use those 2 extra euros that I just got and give those to Ben Lesnick as a bribe for him to appear in the documentary. So I will specifically write that he is now offered 4 euros by my community to to take part in a lifetime opportunity. You got 4 euros on the line here, Ben. That is almost a sandwich that could feed you for a couple minutes. I don't know. You know what? That's gonna be the new goal. That's gonna be the new goal. You're gonna 2 more euros. Like I'm gonna put all the money away, and it's just gonna be the Ben Lesnick fund. See, everything is in Swedish crowns, which is my local currency, so it's gonna be 100 crowns. But that's gonna be the Ben Lesnick fund, and it's gonna be used to entice him. Like, it's so insane how bad the economy is these days. That, like, that's not even, like, 4 euros can barely get you anything at McDonald's. Like, you can barely get a cheeseburger and a drink and, like, a small fries. Aye. Oh. Did I actually hit oh, I did. Wow. The Ben Lesnick Fund has officially begun. No! Oh, well, that's... I'm actually gonna have to fucking do it now, Commander. I hope you understand. I will post it, because I believe in full transparency. I believe in open video development. I will post with full transparency that I am going to offer him every single penny of that. I will not make a fake email and pretend to be Ben Lesnick and keep all the money for myself. Grug meat goal. Grug happy. Grug meat goal. Grug meat goal. Okay, that's a whole total of 14-ish euros. I'm not sure about the conversion rates, and then YouTube takes a bit. But that's about $10. So we stand here on the cusp of brilliance, ready to offer Ben fucking Lesnick $10 fucking dollars. Yeah, you know, that's pretty smart, actually. I will have to take a screenshot. Let's see if I can figure out how to do that on my laptop. There we go. Taking picture. Now, I mean, like I keep saying though, it's all for the fun and games. It's all for the gaff. It's all for the goof. Like, he seems like a genuinely great guy, so it would be a boon for the whole development documentary thing for him to actually kind of appear and give his 2 cents on the matter. And it would honestly be amazing to actually have some authority in the. Except, I mean, of course, I'm an authority, but become a pretty big deal, you know. But to have an actual, like, CIG authority appear, and then, like, have him share some thoughts and opinions, and maybe he'll completely blow me off, but that will be perfectly fine, because at least I tried. If it's just casually hunting with a fucking railgun. Grug meat goal. Grug meat goal. Ben Lesnick Fund. You know, I can't like wave it in his face immediately. I'd be like, we are prepared to offer you 10 euros raised by my community for you to appear in this video. That's a lifetime. Like, that's a what was it called? It's a lifetime opportunity. Look at that brilliant 4K rock texture. Yeah, I was looking at that, and what do you mean repeating rock texture? Maybe they do need that tier 1 or whatever it's going to be. No, like they did talk about grass a whole bunch in last year's CitizenCon, but they also talked a whole bunch about rocks and rock regeneration and stuff in at CitizenCon. So, I mean, do they need it? Probably not, but hey, it would look cooler. Wait, will I? I will make a photo you can send Ben. Hell yeah. Why do the guns look so cool but all feel so underwhelming? I have never been a fan of having to mag dump people, 3 or 4 bullets maybe, but whole mags take someone down is cartoonish. Yeah, I agree with that, because I played a bunch of Armor Forger, and the tension of being able to get, like, even Red Orchestra 2 and 1, of course, the fact that you're able to one-shot people is such a fucking cool aspect that you have to be careful and actually take cover and use cover and concealment and actually have to think. Like, the time to kill in Star Citizen is so ridiculous that it just detracts from the tension, because it just becomes, instead of a tactical shooter, it becomes a damage battle. You just stand there and shoot at each other, and then the one with the heaviest armor usually wins. I do love the placeholder ore texture is amazing. Yeah, Planetech V5 is going to be dope, but I would rather have a working game before Planetech V5, or a stable game. Yep. Risk versus reward is that one thing that keeps eluding us in Star Citizen. Yeah, I fucking love Red Orchestra 2. Especially Red Orchestra 1, because it's more traumatizing. I love that the music, just as I say, traumatizing. Pedro Camacho, you fucking amazing composing bastard, you. Like, the fact that they make all this just seem and feel epic. I wish I had the Beam Eyetracker on right now. I can't believe I did not think about turning that on. But my webcam is unplugged. Why did I do that to myself? Yeah, kill time is of course desync. That is also one of the big factors. Boss, the year of playability was 2025, and that bad boy is over. Yes, it is. And what a year it was. It was more playable, I will say it was, but then now 30Ks are back. Also, this is just one of my absolute favorite things to do, is to just take a good friend, like Ivan here, and then you fly through the canyons of Microtech slowly, listening to that brilliant, brilliant soundtrack, and let it take you away. Great level green elevator. I liked Commissar's house, if I remember the map name. I haven't played it in so long, I sadly don't remember any of the map names. I just remember how good the MG42 made me feel. And it was amazing. I remember the first time I heard this specific soundtrack, or this song, I suppose. And I was flying around with my friend, and I was like, holy shit, is this game actually real? Like, this game has those wonderful, you know, wow, unbelievable moments. And then you fly into an invisible asteroid. Watching Lord of the Rings Extended on a second monitor while flying around Rayari rep is on another level. You know, me and my girlfriend, we watched fucking, what's it called? The extended edition. The whole trilogy, that's what we did for our entire New Year's. We just got a bunch of booze, we stayed home, and we pet our cats and other things, and we watched the greatest film trilogy of all time, and it was absolutely amazing. In our new apartment as well. Honestly, proof that someone has a sense of humor. 30K is coming back. The next patch after the year of playability is too funny. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty funny. And it's also even funnier if you remember that Jared at one time last year, I believe it was, I don't remember when it was, but I think it was last year when he said, nobody talks about 30Ks anymore. Nobody talks about 30Ks. Hi everyone, I'm Jared. And today we're going to talk about the new cool thing that is being added in the next patch in in Star Citizen 4.8. It's going to be cool for 2 weeks. Fuck you. Hi everyone. I have been here the whole time. So what did we learn this week? Game development is hard. I fucking hate when he says that. That is the worst thing that he says. Game development is hard. Like, fucking no shit. Every job is hard. Thank you. I can only do his voice for a couple of seconds before I lose the plot, but I try. Same thing with Chris Roberts was like, okay, so today we're gonna... Why, thank you, Ivan, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, my biggest dream is to go on stage and pretend to be Chris Roberts. During a sit, it's gonna be like, okay, so, okay, we're gonna go and do the thing. Okay, it's not working. Oh, there it is. Like, that's what he does, like, every single Citizen Con. And then we got Jared, and he always talks kind of like this. He talks with the top of his mouth, and he's always super excited to talk about the next big starship. Yeah, that is the problem with the Chris Roberts impression. It very quickly devolves into Jordan Peterson and Kermit the Frog. That is incredibly accurate. I need to level up my Chris Roberts impression to the next level, I think. I need to practice it more. You know, I need to do it in front of my girlfriend, you know, really fucking scare her, make her leave me and that kind of stuff. Because I wouldn't want to live with her. Okay, you alright, love? Alright? Yeah? Okay. Damn, just what would they think if they had a real hard job, not something working on while they sit on their asses? I mean, yeah, like every job is hard in its own particular way. Like it can be the boredom you feel, or like the physicality of it all, or the brain power it has, or like just even the sedentary job of just sitting down on your ass all day. Like it's all difficult, but they put themselves up to this challenge. They asked for our money to do this. They put themselves in that position. So it's not really for us to like be like, yeah, you know what, game development is hard. You said you could do it. If I said I could do an ollie and I can't fucking go on a skateboard, I don't know how to skate. And if I told you all, if you guys give me $1,000, I will do an ollie right now. Like, I would fall on my ass and you guys would be disappointed because I can't do a fucking ollie. And then I couldn't say, skating is hard. Like, accountability, anyone? Hello? Whatever you do, don't do it mid-fun time. Okay, I'm coming! Ah! Okay, that was horrible. I'm never doing that. The Chris-gasm. Herring t-shirt idea. Kermit and Chris Roberts doing the fusion dance. My god, if I started making t-shirts, I don't know what I would put on them. It'd probably just be Chris Roberts smiling, and then I get sued for copyright infringement or something like that. It'd be a great time. It'd be a fantastic time. I am your trusted adult. Hello, I'm Chris Roberts. Today I'm going to show you Planet Tech V5. In the bed chamber, there are no limits. Procedural penis tech. We need the Marocs to have voice lines. They got your... Oh, wait, what? How do they sound like? They got your cousin! I'm hit! I'm going now! Yep, yeah, like everyone is fucking working class English. They got your cousin! God damn it. I love the Reliant series. Commander, please don't cry. You don't need to cry. Chris Roberts is here. You don't need to cry. Chris Roberts is here. It's like he's here in the room with us. Yeah, Chris Roberts is my sleep paralysis demon. Next goal, make Chris Roberts go away. Let's see. Oh dear God. Go away. Oh, that's how that works. I'm an idiot. Switching cover! It's like he's... Oh, yeah, I read that. George, they think, George! They got George! No! Yeah, some of the lines are so funny when they're like, taking cover! They got your cousin! And then you kill the next guy, and then another guy yells again, they got your cousin! Dun 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 dun. Chris Roberts is here. And I sound more and more like Kermit the more I do it. Oh. It's because he has such a strange accent of English, because he has spent so much of his time in his life both in Britain and also in America, so he has an amalgamation of like the kind of the pseudo-Brito-Americano accent. It's a mess, really. Like his mum is American and his father is British, so that's why he's kind of had a double dipping in both countries. Dum dum dum. Why am I hearing combat music? Am I being stream sniped? No. It must be the copion too close. LA Euro English, yep. Terrifying, really. Like, I've also been keeping a counter every time that he asks for drinks during CitizenCon. It's kind of funny how often, like, during a I think there's a total of 5 times that I've been able to find so far where Chris Roberts says, and then when we're done, we can go have some drinks. And then he laughs. He really likes his drinks. And all the facilities hire talented ventriloquists able to sound like they are in your backpack when they are 4 floors away. Yep, that is also one of the best parts. Worst of both worlds. Oh my god. It is pretty terrifying, to say the least. It all feels too PG-13. They have scenes that allude to cannibalism, but very little death elsewhere as a mood setter. More trash than bodies in Pyro. Yeah, that is a very good observation. They seem to not really realize that Pyro is supposed to be brutal as hell. So it's kind of interesting that they go kind of soft with Pyro. Like, Pyro should be basically kind of Borderlands, Fallout, Metro-esque. You know, it should be bleak. It should be horrible. You wouldn't want to live there. Unless you're crazy, like most people are, they want to go there, but... What does Chris Roberts drink? Anything he can get his hand on. Cruise rock. You can send it to me directly via PMs, veteran, if you're done with the image. If it's strong pornography, I also welcome it. Especially of Chris Roberts. Have you seen the Chris Roberts body pillow pic? No, I have not. I don't think I do want to see that. Pyro is only soft since we don't have solar flares, no reputation gates. Yup. For the stations as they are envisioned. Yep, there's so much lacking in Pyro. And it's just going to get worse. Because they're not going to finish Nyx. They're going to move on to Castra, and after that they're going to move on to Terra. And none of the systems are going to be finished. They're going to be half-assed works in progress for a while. Until they have the 6th system. Which is, in my mind, could be Earth. Or, no, wait, it's probably going to be Odin after Squadron. It wouldn't make sense for them to have developed all the resources and all the places of interest and all the cool stuff that we're going to see in Odin and then not turn that over to Star Citizen. So I think post-Terra we'll see Odin. Or maybe they put in Odin before we even see Terra. Come on, Ivan, get him. Get him! Yeah, Earth is also a possibility because as far as I'm able to discern from like publicly available information, no leaks, there's supposed to be a future conflict between Terra and Earth in regards to what... Oh my god, Ivan, that was brutal. That was an excellent shot, Ivan. Excellent shot indeed, sir. But there's supposed to be a conflict in regards to which planet is supposed to be like the center of human culture, science, and importance, basically, and economy. Marok, tell my story. That Marok is not telling anybody fucking it. Anything. I need your grass tonight. Only the OGs remember the grass song. Grassiest time with you. Earth. I love Earth. Was figuring they made more of a political statement through these new systems than mood setting. Nyx is a place for everyone, and Pyro is what happens when you litter and don't throw away a bottle. Yup. I mean, it's so boring though. Like, it should be a pirate's haven, and I always feel more safe in Pyro than I do in Nyx and Stanton because nobody goes to Pyro because there's nothing to do there. Didn't they state what orders they were doing? Oh, didn't they state what systems they were doing in what order? Yes, they did, Terran. But I'm kind of trying to speculate to see if they're going to add Cash or Odin before we see Terra, because they're going to, of course, work on these systems in that order. But Odin is done basically for Squadron 42 already, so they're just going to take that already finished system and just transfer that over to Star Citizen. Is my guess. Pyro Greta Thunberg's nightmare. Dude, I was so jealous of her when I went to school, because it's illegal in Sweden to not attend school. But because she has rich parents, she was able to sit outside and protest every day. Like, when I didn't go to school, I had to have meetings with the principal, I had to have meetings with my teachers and my parents, because I didn't go to school. But Greta, she could sit there and protest for the climate every single day, and not get in any sort of trouble, because her parents are a bunch of millionaires. So, I was only slightly jealous. Yeah, all the posters in, like, that's why I call them space commies in Nyx. Like, stronger together. No, we don't solve conflicts with violence here. Don't let, like, it's like some anti-garden pro, like, no. I mean, I'm not a full Pyroite, but I'm not a full Nyxer either. I'm a fucking UEE diehard, baby. We need space pajamas. Hell yeah. You can buy your own diploma. Fun fact. Yeah, I know. You can buy them in Romania, I think. No place. Allegedly. You can probably buy some fake diplomas in Pyro as well. I've been to the Pyro College of Science. Maybe I do, though, Mr. B. Maybe I do. We solve violence with conflict. Hell yeah. If you kill the other side of the argument, then there is no argument to be had. It leaves a permanent ending to any discussion. It's like here, you know, if anybody disagrees with me here, I can just ban them and I never need to talk to them again. Promote discussion and open thoughts and opinions? No, no, no. This is my echo chamber. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, we've already killed all the Marocs. Shit, what can we do now? What are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do? Reclusive bounty. Asteroid, no. 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 Nuh-uh. You chirpy. I don't want to go to a moon. Frontier fight. It's kind of amazing to see how these organizations are able to infiltrate all over Stanton in the way they do. You would think Nyx would be more a militia looking between... Oh yeah, you would think Nyx would be more militia looking between the Vandal raids and being next to Pyro. Apparently the solution was posters. Yeah, I always wondered that, because they even have, like, there's an NPC or a conversation that happens in Levski specifically, I believe, where the AI are complaining that they are not able to scrounge up enough combat pilots to defend Levski. And it's like, they call the People's Alliance, and they just seem to be struggling really hard. And they're like, the UE is fascist, well, and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, I believe in a united human front against the alien menace. And see, even the music agrees with me because it's swelled with my words. The reclusive bounty man just wants to retire. Fuck him. It's money in my pocket, baby. Alright, mission shared. We are going to knock on his door and say hi. I think the D-Gen crisis is what I love this game for. Random mass get-together. I mean, that's what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to make the D-Gen Crisis Part 2. It's going to be bigger, it's going to be bolder, it's going to be uglier, it's going to be more party-esque, and I can reveal to you today, Jesse Bob, on Weed, that we are going to have a foot race, all naked, of course, on the surface of Daymar, and the one who gets the furthest before he suffocates wins. So, pro-Xenoth. Well, I'm only pro-Xenothreat because they want to kill Wicklow. Like, well, the second I read that he wants, like, there is only one, that confirms that there is only one alien in the entire Stanton system, and he represents 100% of all the alien-committed fraud in the system, because he is the only alien, and thusly, 100% of the Banu population commit 100% of the fraud that the Banu are represented for. Thusly, Xenothreat are in the right. We have to kill Wicklow. Down with Wicklow. We try to catch him, but he's too good at hiding. The random conversations are so cheesy. Wish they were more like GTA NPC comments. Yeah, they are pretty goddamn cheesy. Yeah, like, one of the main reasons why Xenothreat are invading Stanton again is to kill Wicklow. That's like one of the specific reasons why they're coming back to kill him. And I don't have the heart in me to attack Xenothreat anymore. I think they're right. Because, like, if we just kill Wicklow, that would mean that Xenothreat has no legitimate reason to be invading Stanton anyway. That would mean they probably... I mean, they should be going towards Vandal's base and Nyx after that, shouldn't they? I mean, would make perfect sense to me. So... we win by getting rid of Xenothreat, and we win by getting rid of Wicklow. Like, yeah, exactly, Taran. We get rid of Wicklow, and we have peace. Like, it's not like he's some innocent person or anything like that. He's a literal career criminal that steals people's stuff. Only yesterday, Vedran relayed to me a story of how an organization that he knows or was a part of, I forgot, they tried to get the... Wicklow Idris, which is a right pain in the cock, to say the least. They struggled for days and weeks probably to get that Wicklow Idris, and when they turned all the stuff in to get the goddamn Idris, Wicklow stole it all. And they're telling us that Xenothreat are the bad guys. I hope. Because that would be hilarious if just nobody does the event and just lets Xenothreat win. Would that potentially mean that Wicklow has to die? The Org I led and our allied Org. Yes, exactly, veteran. So 2 Orgs working together. Yep. He is a scam artist. Yes, he is. So together, gentlemen, if we all just band together temporarily, we don't even have to join Xenothreat, because Xenothreat are pretty cringe. We just band together with them temporarily, get rid of Wicklow, and then 100% of all alien fraud in the standard system is solved overnight. And we can probably get all our stuff back. Because how does a how does a Banu like him source all those alleged ships anyway? Like, he must have a tax haven somewhere. There must be some fraud going on there. More fraud. Because how could he get so many military-class vessels when he's an alien? Vandal daycares, people. That's how he got the money. Vandal daycares in Nyx. It's what I uncovered in my video on this topic. It's the uncovering the fraud in Star Citizen, whatever I called it. I forget. But me and the team, Ivan included here, like me and Ivan and the boys, we went after him. But he was just too good. We couldn't get him. Couldn't take him down. He was just too powerful. He has the Stanton government bought and paid for. He's 1,000% a criminal. I will be the Clayton Bigby of Stanton for Xenos. They have Drip, hate Wicklow, and our old veterans. They support employment for former service personnel. Truly the unsung. They support your local veterans. Hell yeah. They might call us terrorists, but we have a noble goal. Hell yeah. Massive war groups that protect Xeno missions areas. Lamo. Yup. I think CIG is funding him under the table. I think you might be far too correct. It's terrifying, the stuff that he's kept getting away with. We can't keep letting him get away with it. He has terrorized this poor community for far too long. Wicklow did nothing wrong, he's just misunderstood. Then why is it when I delivered food for him that one time, he didn't give me the t-shirt that was promised? He has scammed even me. We are not terrorists. We are only seeking retribution for the crimes done upon us. He's a thief. He's a criminal. Yeah, Super Turtle, you're in the wrong place now, buddy. You're in the wrong neighborhood. Misunderstood. Nuh-uh. Get him out! Get him out! Now, you know, it's good to have someone that goes against the grain, boys. You know, we can allow Supra. You know, Supra's probably not bad. He just hasn't, or like Galadriel says in The Rings of Power, you have not seen what I have seen. And then you dab and walk away. You have not seen what I have seen. I remember doing this for years now. Like, I remember when I did this on Hurston with my Mercury Star Runner back in the day, and I had to run past all those fucking cacti. And then I somehow managed to destroy all the turrets on the surface, but they still popped in just as I was done with the bunker, and then they destroyed my Mercury Star Runner. So I had to log out in shame. No, I mean, get Supra out of here, Wicklow supporters. Supra will give you a stern talking to. Supra, I will give you a stern talking. Hey, Supra's okay. As soon as he interacts with Wicklow, he will come to understand the horror that he has tried to let go of, or keep occurring. I just looked at your wonderful image that you sent me.
that I was supposed to send to Ben Lesnick, Mr. Vedran. I appreciate it. It will come to good use, and I hope that through our sheer willpower, that we can do this together. I believe in us. Wicklow Special Edition ships on fire on the shoulder of Onion. What did Super Turtle mean by this? Wicklow Special Edition ships on fire on the shoulder of Onion. What? Ben is gonna love it. And I know Ben. I call him Old Buddy Ben. Oh, Old Buddy Ben. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, I'm currently under attack by my cat. I'm gonna get her a treat so that she can attack the treat instead of me. 1 second. Alright, I brought my cat. She said, meow. I think that's a good thing. Meow. I have to turn in my typing license here. I would never be caught letting a Xeno slide. Hell yeah. Maybe he's French and likes sauté oignon. I have no idea what the fuck that is. This is a sautéed onion wrap. Holy shit. Using a railgun in close quarters is pretty badass.
Someone got knocked!
Yeah, Harry knows Ben, Old Buddy Ben, and we donated for what? He could have just called Ben over. Scammer. No, I'm not a scammer. I don't know Ben. I've never met Ben. Please. I'm not a scammer. I think. So how big of a deal will bricking components be for the community? It's probably going to be a big deal. Oh shit, Ivan. Oh, crossfire. We can't actually, Ivan, we've got crossfire there. We can't see each other's party tags, so we got to be careful. Onion. We just took down Louis Seidel. Bastards down. The moment is past, but I meant Wicklow Special Edition ships on fire off the shoulders of Orion. Ah, yes. I prefer your previous statement against or about the onions. Onion Man. Hell yeah, fizzy drinks in my space game? Fuck yeah, dude. Bennu Merchantman. Oh my god. Like, I was already concerned if I was going to be able to convince the man, but now, you know, if we're just going to fucking go and meme on him, you know, so, fuck it. Throw shit at the wall, see what sticks. Honestly, it would be so much fun to interview him and just ask him, like, because he was there from, like, the start of it all, so, like, just having that insight, like, how was the early days of the development? How did you feel? What was it like? Well, is Chris Roberts still as enthusiastic then as he was now? Or is he still as enthusiastic now as he was then? Like, that kind of crap. Shit, they're gone! Get down quick! I'm from England, mate! Boom! It won't last much longer! They got your cousin! Ivan, they got your cousin! Nobody. How did you survive those dark days? I didn't. I just persevered. And then survived. Allegedly. Yeah, I'm not gonna give no onions to my dog. Cause I got that dog in him.
Let's see what we got over here. Right. Whoa, you touching that, dead man? Find anything you like, boy? Delicious and nutritious. I love when there's just a single NPC remaining and he's still shouting at clouds. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could chalk it up to him being panicked and be like, "Oh my God, please help!" But it's just like, "You got your cousin." It's like the beginning of GoldenEye, you know, and James Bond is calling out for Alec, and Alec doesn't respond. He's been caught by the Russian general, you know, that kind of stuff. It's getting rather windy, Alec. Oh. I like that there's a discussion about feeding dogs onions now. I'm going to add all the Ben shit posts to the image one by one. Good heavens. What? No. Okay then. Do you want his clothes? Is this Chris Roberts? No, it is not. Imagine if they implemented Chris Roberts into the character creator. Holy shit, that would be funny. Holy fuck. I don't know what I would do. Like, I would crap my pants. He's the goddamn Punisher. Oh yeah, it's a tunnel snake jacket. Very good observation. Very astute, Hyphen. Most hunted NPCs in the universe. Chris Roberts and Jared. Holy fuck. Yeah, that would be beyond amazing. I would be happy. Like, just to be able to see Chris Roberts in the game and be like, wow, that's Chris Roberts. And then I could be Chris Roberts. You could be like, okay, hello. Now, veteran, you have to think about it's not $14.68 because YouTube takes like 40 or 30% or some shit like that. It's ridiculous. They take a massive amount, so it's more like 10. We're gonna offer Ben Lesnick $10. Like, here, buddy, you're gonna get $10 all for yourself if you agree to be on my video. I really appreciate it, buddy. And then Ben Lesnick would say, "Do not contact me on this email ever again, or I'm gonna call the space cops." Turns out the Vandal Mega Leader is just Jared in a reality shit disguise. They just accepted him as one of their own. I mean, yeah, that could be a potential thing. That could be one hell of a twist. It was Jared all along. Alright, boys, please donate some more money so I don't have to change the image text I made. Yeah, we need to reach $14.68. That's probably like $7 more in donations. That will go towards the funding of the bribe that we will offer Ben Lesnick for him to appear in my Squadron 42 documentary. Why does it sound like Declan and Thornton are so bored when talking about crafting, and not sure if bored is the word, but Thor sounds unhappy and iffy when explaining it. Yeah, I think it's just like, I think he's a passionate guy. Like, Thorsten is one of the guys that usually gets stuff done in the development of Squadron. No, not Squadron, Star Citizen. It's just that, you know, a lot of developers are not always the most social people and the most enthusiastic. Like, he probably loves his job, but it's just kind of a matter of fact for them, and it's what they do in their day-to-day. It's like, imagine how you would feel if you talk about your job. It's like, you have a task, and you aim to finish this task. And I also don't really watch those videos because they get really boring. Yeah, they're probably very tired as well. Brazil, I have no idea where I am. Are you trying to stream snipe me? That's not very nice. We are on a moon around Microtech. Yeah, I think Thorsten holds his tongue a lot. Like the German, all the Germans that work on Star Citizen are usually very quiet. I've noticed. Like the Frankfurt studio, we barely hear from them. Thank you very much, Styles, for the €5. I believe with that we have actually reached the goal. We have reached the goal to bribe Ben Lesnick with $14.68. Thank you so much to all of you that have donated to the Ben Lesnick Bribe Fund. This will not be forgotten. Oh, Brazil is stream sniping me. We're on YouTube. We're leaving now, though. Yeah. I think he likes the game as well. Like, he's probably very passionate about the game. It's just like I said, game developers are not really famous for, you know, being people. They like their job. They like to sit down by their computer and talking. For a lot of these guys, you have to remember, these are not professional public speakers. They have no educations in how to like stand in front of massive crowds of adoring fans to like discuss their work. Like a lot of them, like if you like watch the Citizen Cons, a lot of them are just shitting their bricks. Like they are brave as fuck, because these are like not super social guys anyway, and they are brave enough to stand up there and talk about their work. I'm so happy that we're at least privileged enough to have like they're obviously scared, but they are brave enough to talk to us. Like massive shout out to all the devs that dare to stand up during CitizenCon and talk about their work. Like even sometimes you can hear in their breath like how shaky their breath is because they're so like just terrified. I mean, Brazil, you did say you're stream sniping me, buddy. I'm watching you. The Germans get their head down and are just carrying the rest of the studios. I mean, it is a possibility. It is very much. You weren't on any mercenary mission. No. We were on a bounty hunting mission. We are doing mercenary missions right now. No! Ivan, no! Okay, Ivan, I saw. Ivan fell off. But like I said, thank you all for donating to the Ben Lesnick Lobbying Fund. Because that I will actually use that in the email, and I will post evidence of this having occurred on my Discord. I'll put it under announcements. Oh yeah, Styles, that is very true. Like everything they say, each word will be taken out of context for the hype train. Yeah, like everything that they say like has to be like proper vetted so that the wrong message does not go out and they get, you know, yelled at by their boss. I'm coming to get you, Ivan. I'm gonna get about 100 meters close to you, and then I'll wait. Alright, I'll let you come to me. And let's see what the comment or the chat says. When you do your documentary, please investigate Ortwin, Sam, Schneider, Freymuth. You'll start making some big connections. Maybe to Jeff Bezos and even the Disney Corporation. Yeah, I know about Ortwin Freymuth. I think he's a wizard. Like, who the Ortwin Freymuth does not sound like a real person's name. Like, Ortwin Freymuth sounds like a fucking Merlinian wizard. Like, Arthurian, sorry. Like, that's a wizard name. Ortwin Freymuth used the Philosopher's Stone to conjure up the gold, which was then used to start the early day funding of CIG. Yeah, Brazil, we can do mercenary missions, but a bit later. I'm planning on finishing up the stream relatively soon, and then I'm going to go back to my normal Discord ways and jump in the chat. So then we can communicate properly. Yeah, epitome of CitizenCon. We are working on possibly testing this feature. Players, that means it's coming next year. Yep. I mean, it's also that they often have misspoken gravely. Like, some of the fucking shit that they have said, people. Like, it's insane, some of the stuff that they've said. Like, in 2015, for example, Aaron Roberts said that Squadron 42 was coming out in 2015. Oh, no, yeah, 2016, sorry. And then they said, oh, no, it's coming out in 2016. And then they said 2018. And then they said the beta was coming out in 2020. And they kept saying it. Oh, we will, Brezel, we will. I also recall that Chris Roberts got all his money for the movies that he made through the German tax loophole, which is how Uwe Boll funded a lot of his movies. Which is why we got the shitty Far Cry movie and all that. I mean, I've started calling Aaron Roberts Handsome Roberts during the course of the documentary, so I wonder how that will go over. Oh, hell yeah, dude. We're going to get a tier 0 of Squadron 42. And I think I'll do the Thingarino. It's all a psyop. Ortman Freyamuth has controlled Chris Roberts with a spell this whole time. Flash 2 frames of a Chad Photoshop of Aaron whenever you say Handsome Roberts. That is actually kind of part of the plan. Because he has a leather jacket on, so that means he's automatically more handsome because he has a leather jacket on. That's why he's Handsome Roberts. But if you want to cringe to your very fucking core, I think it's either the CitizenCon in 2013 or 2014 when they introduce Foundry 42. It's one of the fucking cringiest things I've ever witnessed in my entire fucking adult life. Like, that was a rough watch. That was rough. Don't feed me onions, I am a dog. Alright. Yeah, the heady days of Wing Commander, the search for Mark Hamill. Oh, hell yeah. Any day now, we'll see Mark Hamill arise once more. Oh, you've been late. Oh, that's what you... So that's what Ivan's been hiding the whole time in the goddamn bed. Let me out! I demand exit. Sir? How the hell did we get this thing out? Oh my god. You have to like mog it. Oh. There we are. Onion. Of course I'm going to use the Chris Roberts voice if I'm ever quoting him. Like, that's always been the plan, bucko. Alright. That's a good... Oh, yeah. That's a money shot right there. That is a money shot. That is one of the funniest things about Mark Hamill is that he forgot the number that was in Squadron 42 during a tweet, and he wrote Squadron 54. Might have been a joke, though. Not sure, but it would be funny if it was true. What was I thinking about? Oh, yes. Ending the stream. So, yeah, we've kind of arrived at the end of the stream here where I feel like I've streamed enough for today and I've chatted a lot. I've had a great time. So I wanted to take a second to ask if anybody has any questions or anything about the documentary or any interesting insights before I leave. I will, of course, be hopping into my Discord and chatting in the normal general chat, so if anybody wants to hop in and do that, you're more than welcome. There are no restrictions in my Discord, it's only absurdism. The meaning of life is 42. Squadron 54, where are you? I mean, Ben Lesnick, contacting him has basically been confirmed. I will have to do that now. I'll probably have to compose an email during the course of tonight. I will send it off. Seeing as I'm in Europe, he should be able to reply while I'm asleep, if all goes well. But I would very much like to thank all of you for attending this lovely unannounced stream of mine. It was nice to just hop on, talk to you a bunch, chat the shit, see whatever's going on, brainstorm, come up with a Ben Lesnick idea, and now we have arrived here. Send him a kiss in the email. No, I will not send Ben Lesnick a kiss. That costs extra. Also, thank you all very much for contributing to the Ben Lesnick Fund. That lobbying fund will be used to try and entice him to attend. I will seriously fucking do it. $14.68 just for you, Lesnick. Yeah, we're not FBI interrogating one of the most important community members in the Wing Commander community for any reason, sir. I'm freezing. Well, I can do a dance while I wait. That doesn't work. I am dancing, yeah. Dancing, yeah. That's an offer you can't refuse. No. For like 5 minutes of interview or something like that, you know, that's pretty good if you ask me. Yeah, get low. Get low, get low. Get low. Yeah, even Ivan's dancing back there. Hell yeah. Alright. So, if any of you want some more herring, you can always join the Discord. Discord.gg/herring. Where you will find me now, after I end this stream hither. And you will also be getting regular or more regular text-based updates as to how things are going with my documentary that I'm currently working on. Today I have reached roughly 13,000 words. It's 61 pages long. It has 77,257 characters in it. So that's a lot. And I've only arrived at the year of our Lord Christ Roberts, 2018. Yeah, I finished 2017 early today, and I'm now at 2018. 2018 is probably going to be finished rather soon. So 2019 will be the big one tomorrow, and then the silent years of the 2020s, the early 2020s up until 2023. So by the looks of it, I will be finished with the script on Sunday, because I've been writing about 2,000 words per day. Update, the video file is 3 terabytes. Your PC is now on fire. Yes, the amount of stuff that I have been required to download in order to facilitate this documentary has been, in one example, a 7-hour-long stream. And that's like 40 gigs all by itself. So that's just one of the videos. I've downloaded almost every single CitizenCon. I've downloaded around the verse videos. There's so much stuff to sift through. The editing process will be most interesting indeed. And what can one say more? Again, thanks very much for contributing to the Ben Lesnick Fund. If you feel like supporting me more, you can do so by going on Ko-Fi, links in the description, or by becoming a YouTube member. But in any case, if you have any insights, which I consider far more important than money, if you have any interesting insights about Squadron 42 or Star Citizen in general, feel free to hop in the Discord and tell me all about it. Even if you think I know of it, I still want to hear it to make sure that I don't miss anything.
leaving 2 minutes of silence between each chapter to honor it in 2 years meme. Yeah, there is references, of course, to the 2 years meme. But, as always, thank you all very much for watching. This will be the end of the stream, and now I have to awkwardly leave some space for the stream to catch up before I click end, or it's going to stop. It'll be very awkward. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blah, 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 blah. I am streaming, and we are done. Thank you so much. Bye.